nation know who you went to, the people you're speaking to? Yes. But Black Twitter and on these urban sites, you could be negative for years and years and years and years and years and years, and a motherfucker will come up. And that's the truth. You are around a world of, oh, he's a jolly good fellow. But in that dark world, in that Black Twitter world, it's a lot of negativity, and it's very unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. That's a very unfortunate thing. I don't enjoy that. I get it. No, insulting people, getting mad at people. At a certain point in your life, I realized that there's no room for that. You don't have to really get for the most part. You can avoid it in your immediate life. You can probably avoid it in your internet life too.
I think you avoid that conflict and negative energy the more successful you become, because I think that creates a I don't give a fuck about bullshit attitude. I think that a lot of the anger and a lot of frustration that comes with a lot of people is the beginning stage. But when you get, like we were talking about it on earlier, you gave me that joint too quick. You gave me that motherfucking joint too quick. We were talking, this is bad. Because I tried to get that ball to get my foot back. I don't know what the fuck you just gave me, but it just erased everything I was just thinking about.
You were talking about as you get successful, it's easier to avoid conflict, which I probably agree with. Also, you're comfortable enough where you can recognize the patterns that are beneficial and not beneficial to you in your life. And conflict is never beneficial to me. Even conflict that I've engaged in.
So that's been your entire, not even as a fucking young Joe Rogan, you didn't have to enter like, fuck this or fuck that, I don't give a fuck. You've always been this calm. You've always been this collected and this calm your entire career.
No, definitely not.
So that goes to my point.
Yeah, but I've learned how to do it. Because I realized, you know what happened once, man? This is a true story. I was watching this dude on stage and I was hoping he would bomb. I would hope that he would bomb because he went on after me. Here's a solid tip. Start your day off the right way like I do with AG1. It's a science-driven nutritional supplement that supports your immune system, boosts energy, and promotes overall health. Bottom line, it works. I've been relying on it for years to give my body the essential vitamins and minerals that it needs, and it's very easy. It's easy. Just dump it in some water, mix it up, and you feel better, more focused, more energized, more ready for the day ahead. And the reason why I trust it so much is because it's so simple. AG1 is all about quality. Research, sourcing, manufacturing, testing, all of it's done with a science-driven approach. They go above and beyond to give you a safe, incredible product that works. AG1 even goes through third-party testing to help test for 950 impurities. That's way more than the industry standard. Just one of the many ways that AG1 shows how much they care and how much thought they put into their product. There are a lot of supplements on the market, but AG1 is one thing that I choose to start my mornings with. So if you're trying to figure out how to start optimizing your health journey, it's AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/Rogan. That's drinkag1.com/Rogan. Check it out. Summertime will be here soon, which is prime time for concerts. And if you want to go and see some of your favorite bands, you have to get there quickly. You've got to get those tickets before someone else gets them. The same is true for concerts and for hiring for your business. You need the most talented people before the competition gets them. And to do that, you need ZipRecruiter. And luckily, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology takes center stage to identify top talent for your roles. Immediately after you post your job, ZipRecruiter's smart technology starts showing you qualified people for it. So amp up your hiring performance with ZipRecruiter and find the best fast. See why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan to try it for free. right now. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And I realized, what a bitch ass way to think that is. So you want someone to not do it. I was 21. And I'll never forget it.
But that's the age though, Joe. Yeah. That's the age when you're like, fuck it. That's it. Night.
Well, at that age, everyone is so ambitious and competitive that was getting into comedy at that time that it was like there wasn't a lot of camaraderie between like the open micers because everybody was like super desperate. Like, you remember the desperate days when you weren't sure if you were ever going to be a professional? Like, there's desperate days.
I never felt that. Never. I'm telling you, it's not being cocky or whatever you want to say. I never felt that way. Like the first open mic I ever did, I got a stand ovation.
That's insane.
I got a stand ovation. I think it wasn't a stand ovation because I had the best material. I was the funniest. But earlier on, I used to go to the comedy clubs and fuck with comedians. Right? And I probably shared this. I used to heckle comedians, and people started coming to the show to see me heckle. So it was a thing. This is why when people say I'm an interrupter, I've been an interrupter. I've been interrupted before I even got on stage.
That's hilarious.
And how old? I was like, I had to be like 21 or 22. And the thing was, it was starting to build. People started getting excited for me. They knew that I was the guy in the audience that was funny. But it was like some people in clubs, they hang around you like, man, he should do it. You know what I mean? Or like one day he should try it. So I ruined all other comedians' careers, really. You know, I just destroyed. They used to come up to me and like, could you not fuck with me? I'm going to do something true. It's my job to heckle you. It's your job to try to be funny.
You were a professional heckler.
I was a professional heckler.
That is so insane.
So much that, and I drew. I was drawing the audience. So how does that happen? It just happened. And then eventually the club wanted me to shut the fuck up. Like they was like, we'll shut his ass up with people on stage. And then the audience, people really started coming to see me talk shit. And I think the first night I went on, I think it was to build up like something people felt like this dude is gone. You felt like I was working for Safeway as a security guard in the grocery store. And the first time I went on stage, all the people that for my job used to come, they all looked at me like, he's about to quit or get fired. You know, it was just something that by chance, I never thought about doing comedy. I used to go there because I got free promotional tickets. I never was the guy when I was younger at 13. When I first looked into the mirror, I knew that comedy is what I wanted to do. It was never that. It's just what happened to be in that situation. I went up, I ripped it, and when I ripped it, the first time I went on stage, I knew, I was like, this is what I will be doing for the rest of my life. And I didn't say it with that thought, Joe. I didn't feel like, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be famous, I'm going to have a TV show. For the first time I went on stage, the only thing I want to do is be good. That's almost to this point in my career now. I'm like, if you're good, this applies to anything in life. If you're good at something, and you're really good at it, and you're passionate about it, and you study it, and you just live by it, eventually you're going to get the rewards of that. I never was like, I want to get a TV show. I was just like, man, if I'm good, I'm going to be able to work this club. If I'm good, I'll be able to work this club. And then things just start happening. So I think when I first started, my friends and family, they was really, really rooting for me to do it. And the moment I put on stage, I was like, this is what I will be doing for the rest of my life. And never thinking about it's going to make me rich or anything.
Did you ever feel guilty when you started off as a club? Now that you're a comedian?
Joe, I gotta be honest. I like heckling motherfuckers, Joe. I'm a natural born heckler. I like, in DC we call it Jones, right? Jones. That's why I don't know why they call it Jones, but it was just roasting. It was the black player saying it was black roasting. It was an interesting word, Jones.
Because you think that was like a person who was like really good at it?
I don't know. It was a dude named Joan. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
I I don't know the history. A lot of blackbirds I'm not going to have know the history of. You might want to Google.
Have you ever heard that, Joe?
Urban Dictionary. You ever use that as a resource? Urban Dictionary states a lot of white. Yeah, but and I used to love that. I didn't know you could have it too. In comedy, there's an unwritten rule that can't. Rule is can't. Joe.
Put down and make us down.
Yeah.
Put Joe on. I wonder who Joe was. Joe was a lady. I know. Let me get over.
I was in a tent. What's good in the hood?
You get the first half. I get the second.
Doug, does this go back to the meme of the YouTube video where it's like honey badgers don't give a shit? They are ferocious. I do have an Ethereum wallet. I don't. I'm not someone who purchases NFTs at this time or coin. Dog, I love Squirrely. Squirrely, shout out to you. I hope all is well. I know you've been working hard, and I miss you. Exactly. Okay. No problem at all. Know that you're always welcome back home whenever you want to come. And I do like your PFP. So that is what a honey badger is. Do I understand this correctly? A honey badger is what Squirrely has as his PFP.
He did, and he's done an amazing job. But people have encouraged me into cat sometimes extra, extra chips. Yeah, everyone is making calls with regards of bleeding. Sorry, yeah. became that naturally, I guess, just because of how things are set up. I don't know, this reminds me of BSC, and then I finally got out of BSC and onto the big boy Ethereum, and I don't want to go backwards back to BSC, which is pretty much the Solana, in my opinion, but it's like, no, I'm in this, I'm not Ethereum, I'm paying $60 in gas. This is like I graduated up to this. I want to go back. But that's what everybody's making money. So, whatever. Well, that's the thing is, I don't know to tell you the truth, like, personal, like, I mean, I never spent a lot of money, and I guess Solana's a lot for them, and BSC, finance is a lot of people to do is, it allows people to chuck in $20 wherever they can, you know what I mean? Whereas either you can't chuck $20, you have to chuck $90 to make $20 and plus $50 in gas, right? Yeah. But is it true, like, is it still like that even after the, whatever, update they did? I believe that upgrade was mainly for the L2s, like base has, like, their fees or like a few cents. So base is basically Ethereum without the gas fees. Well, having and everything else the same thing anyways. They're all up at the end of the day. Except for the offer. True, but I guess what the same base is gonna be bigger just because it's connected to Coinbase. Everybody uses Coinbase, so it's just easy onboarding. And instead of like having to buy a thing, you send it. Basically the same thing. You gotta get fees first, pay whatever stupid gas fees, and then transfer over money to the others, right? So yeah. Or think about bridging to bases, so university. You said you wanted to bridge over to base? Alright. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at it the other day too. There's also workflow. I don't know if there's workflow that allows us to bridge tokens over to other, because I think workflow itself is a multi-chain bridge, right? Whenever I what it tells the Oh, of the AI bot. Oh, I gotta show her this figure, I guess.
like a guy like you working hard, like pushing and like, getting low for strong things or whatever, and then like, the traction, like, it's kind of like, it's kind of discouraging. You're like, okay, well, how much more fucking shitty can you do, you know what I mean? It's like, and then that kind of comes down to the community too, right? Because like, everybody wants to actually protect something, but nobody wants to work with.
sure I got the right one. Which one is it? Honey Badger. Oh, he's alive, right? No, on Ethereum. Oh, yeah, it's the first one that comes up, right? Okay. Yeah, we're at like, I don't know what the market cap is. Funny day, right? Yeah. Last buy, we're at like 740, yeah. Look up to go. All right, man. Well, good luck. See you guys. Have fun. Buddy. Stuff wrong guy. Is it cold? Seems like a really laid back kid. Yeah. It's not often you make other people who think about the markets. Well, what do you think? Like, you could, like, pretend like you're doing a new launch. Set it all up, and then you just, like, build this token again. These two single characters. Oh, but the money box. Except people found a way to sell the tokens. Fucked up the whole line box there. Yeah, we fucked up, and now we're stuck with a prodigy that forced to go long term against our wishes. I don't know. Do you want me to just leave the space open? Because I'm gonna, I don't know, we're gonna get ready for work tomorrow. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut it down. Yeah, man. Alright, yeah. We'll continue the badgering tomorrow. Bye. Bye, hello, bye. Oh, yeah, Rabbi, if you want fucking honey badger, just DM me on Telegram or whatever.
You got it. I appreciate it, Dumpster. Thank you.
Alright, bro. We didn't do any Rabbi Jewish trades, did we? Bummer. Well, you know, no, we have the what? The bed. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I got it. You know what? Okay, bye.
It's probably just something one name two really good, but it insulting. It's probably just someone named Joe that was really good at insulting.
No. I understand that. Where I came from, that's what it was. The joke on the nigga. That's what it was. Urban Dictionary killed it. That's what it was. But it wasn't like script. It wasn't like you had writers or anything like that. Right. It was just you in the moment. In the moment, you look at a person up and down, just no trip. And I used to talk, man. I used to joke. And then the rule was a comedy. I mean, that's supposed to be a comedy. That's supposed to be just
some people don't like to be interrupted.
I know, but don't.
Not everybody likes to do it your way.
All right, but Joe, have you ever felt, and you have disorder, you've been watching a motherfucker, and you just like, I just want to say something. Never felt like,
yes.
I just want to say, I want to wait till you get off stage. I want to just say something in that moment.
Especially if you've had a drink.
Yeah, I've been in that
situation. If you've had a drink, you're like, this is nonsense.
You would just want to yell out.
Yeah.
And it's not to be like nasty enough, you just can't help it. You just feel like you gotta say something. It's so funny, so years ago, me and Tracy Morgan was at a show. And me and Tracy Morgan started coming about the same time. And he was like, man, I'm sick of these rap motherfuckers, man. He said, I just want to say something. I said, you know, you can't have the community. He said, we should do a tour, right? Go all across the country, comedy clubs, not to perform, just to have the motherfuckers from the seats, which I thought was a fucking brilliant idea. That would be so. You talk about something that builds character.
It's almost like a roast battle. Can you imagine putting mediocre comedians on stage and having great comics in the audience heckling?
Yep. You know what?
That would be terrifying.
It would be terrifying, but guess what? I guarantee you, Joe, if you had 20 mediocre comedians, one or two would stand out as the one that would break away.
Yes.
And if you did something like that, that's what you would be looking for.
Right.
Somebody's going to say something.
It's going to be a Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll recognize like real early on what of your material soft. What out of your material is bullshit if you have to do it in front of people that you respect.
It's gonna make you step your shit up, or it's gonna make you have enough attitude and personality to pull any joke up, because you know what it is. Half the shit that you deliver, for the most part, is stage presence.
Yeah.
It's stage presence. You know, it's how you respond and react. Whenever I see his face, first off, when you see David's face now, you saw it 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yo, he's like the white Morgan Freeman of comedy. Like, he's been how he looks forever with a different color of black hoodie.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to thing, because something came on my thread like a day ago. And then he tells like the type of guy, not even hearing what he said, you look at him and say, I said I can't write no jokes. You're like, somebody, your presence lets you know you gotta write more jokes, because out of all of you, and I've watched David Till 30 years. I can't remember a time when he hasn't been on stage with the mindset of working on some new shit. Always. And you're like, how the fuck can he keep doing this?
He's just like really focused on that one thing. You know, he used to be an alcoholic. And when he quit drinking, he got way better when he quit drinking. You know, if something happened to him, some comics, there's something that happened. They're like, their drums would be on and they were drinking, and they're not as good because when they were drunk, they were wild.
I figured out a way to balance money.
I think you definitely can.
And older.
What I was going to say is that Tal's the best example, because what he did was he quit drinking and then immediately got way better and just keeps getting better. Like, all that focus is now just on stand-up.
I get it. I think about that sometimes.
Dude, he was so good. It was mind-blowing. He was just on fire. He had a recorder.
I saw that that came up, and I just looked at one part of it and said, you have this instrument. He said, you have the hand, the shaft, and the taint. He said he was referenced the flute or whatever it was. Of course, it was amazing. I was like, that was just, he's nice and shit.
He's got like a formula in his mind of how to make fun of everything. He's so tuned now that he can just kind of plug it into any subject. He just starts writing material.
But
he's always working on it.
But he's not a fun guy.
He's fun to hang out with.
What?
I like hanging out
I'm
with him.
nervous. I feel like he's about to be on board or something. Hang out with Dave. They would be talking to you, then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, he's not the party.
He was fun hanging out at the Low Show. It was like, because we have like the green room. It's like this nice, relaxing place for everybody to hang out together. But he's an odd guy. And carries around a flip phone. He texts you with like where you press 4 R's to get a
Right. Oh, he's still in the old school text?
Yeah. You gotta press it 5 times to get an S or whatever it is. You remember those?
I remember those.
He does that. That's how he sends you a text message.
That's it.
He's doing that with a flip phone.
But that's kept him off getting shot.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Now being connected.
See it. Hang out together.
And then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. Maybe it's just me.
So he's always working on it, but in his mind of how to
paint. He said he was.
It was mind blowing. He was just on fire. He had a recorder.
I saw that that came up, and
is now just on stand-up.
Now and older.
What I was going to say is that Tal's the best example, because what he did was quit drinking and then immediately got way better and just keeps getting better. Like, all that focus is now just on stand-up.
I get it. I think about that sometimes.
Dude, he was so good. It was mind blowing. He was just on fire. He has a recorder.
I saw that that came up, and I just thought the one part of it, he said, you have this instrument. He said, you have the hand, the shaft, and the taint. He said he was referenced the fruit, whatever it was. To I could, of course, it was a penis, but I was like, that was just fucking expensive shit.
He's got like a formula in his mind of how to make fun of everything, and he's so in tune right now that he can just kind of plug it into any subject, and he just starts writing material.
But
he's always working on it.
But he's not a fun guy.
He's fun to hang out with.
What?
I like
Man,
hanging out
I'm
with him.
getting nervous. I feel like he's about to be on Law and Order or something. Hang out with Dave. They will be talking to you, then all of a sudden he just disappeared. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, he's not the party.
He was fun hanging out at the Low Show. It was like, because we have like the green room. It's like this nice, relaxing place where everybody can hang out together. But he's an odd guy. He carries around a flip phone. He texts you, which like when you press 4 R's to get a
Right. Oh, he's still on the old school text?
Yeah, you gotta press it 5 times to get an S or whatever it is. You remember those?
I remember those.
He does that. That's how he sends you a text message. He's doing that with a flip phone.
But that's kept him off the biggest shop.
Yeah.
Not being connected. Being connected with too much communication keeps you out of those back rooms and keep you off those yachts. You don't invite a person to the back room or to a yacht if he has that phone. Yeah. Something is very suspicious about that. You don't get invited to those parties that you move deals.
That's just how we used to do Hollywood.
Old Hollywood's the shit.
Old Hollywood did that is exactly how they did everything. You know, Tarantino was telling us that one of the old producers had a bedroom in his office. So he had an office, and you go into his office and he had a bedroom. And the bedroom is where he would fuck all the starlets. And so he was the producer. If you're gonna be in his movie, he's gonna fuck you.
That's old school.
A bedroom.
Do you know how
In his office.
not many women sitting down listening to us and bring back the good old days? You know, as I do know you have some women like this. Fuck that, I don't believe it. But you do still have a couple of women like, I don't want to go to acting school. I don't want to study. I don't want to do anything. I want to get it popped.
Well, it seems like there was a real clean look. No disrespect to that, but there's a lot. And there's a lot of them that probably never make it. That if they got the right breaks, they could have been as huge as some movie stars that exist today, right? Well,
Yeah,
wouldn't we agree on that?
I agree with that with acting and with stage.
Yeah, but it's specifically for acting, because there's a lot of people that can just go into acting. Like a lot of athletes have gone into acting and done an amazing job.
But not too many of them good.
But not.
You still see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay. Who was in that Adam Sandler movie with basketball player?
Rick Fox? I know Rick
Kevin-
Fox was taking really serious.
Kevin Garnett, that's right. He's in that Uncut Gems movie, and he's fucking great. He's not an actor. It wouldn't work the other way. You couldn't get a guy to do just stand up and just be fucking great, who's never done stand up. True, but you can get an actor out of a basketball player. You can turn a fucking rancher into an actor.
Right.
Just teach him how to do it. Some guys can do it.
What role did he play?
He played a basketball player.
Come on,
But he played a dude who was ripping off Adam
Did you
Sandler.
hear what the fuck you just said?
He played a dude who was ripping off Adam Sandler.
It doesn't matter, Joe.
I get
I thought you was going to say he played a rocket scientist.
I'm
So
just
you're
saying.
telling me, Joe, you
Listen,
said
when he was going through, when he
basketball
was doing
player.
his lines,
that he's a basketball player.
that he's not just a basketball player, he's a basketball player that's ripping off Adam Sandler. He steals a rock from him. He doesn't want to give a rock
There's
back.
no way that Kevin Garnett could have fucking won this role. Even Joe, listen to me.
Are you hating?
I'm not hating. What I'm trying to explain.
I feel he's hating.
No, I'm not. Don't start it, man. Not Twitter will come for me. I'm not saying that. There is no way he could have been bad playing a basketball player.
He was good, dude. It's a good
Okay, all right.
scene.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, we can't watch
I
it.
know, just
We'll
watching
get
it.
in trouble.
All right, we can't watch it, but I just want to see him stand up.
Listen,
Because right there, I can see the dramatic side you said. When he stands up, he's playing basketball.
he is, but I'm telling you, it's not about that. It's about gambling addicts.
The whole thing. Right. I mean, look, I'm not even seeing the dialogue. I mean, hearing anything. I can see like his face looks submissive, but I still see a basketball. Kevin Garnett basketball. It's tough.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but he's.
And is that a Celtic? And that's the basketball ring.
Yeah.
Joe, he played basketball player.
Yeah, but he played himself in this movie. He's doing this thing where he's involved in gambling addiction. They're all just making crazy bets. Dude, the movie will give you anxiety.
I'll check it out.
Like real anxiety. Like, oh, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
So he was good. And Kevin Garnett's a good guy. I wasn't trying to shit on him.
I know you are. I know you are. What I'm saying is that, like,
because the minute you start, Joe, you say, why you hate the next thing you know, I'm being attacked by every urban block in the country. Joe Rogan was hating on Kevin Garnett, saying the nigga should just play basketball.
That was certainly not my word.
I know it's not your words, but it's the passion of my words.
Yeah,
And that's how it starts.
even that's not what you wrote down. But what I'm saying is, like, I think out of all the things, acting is probably, even though some people are ingenious at it, don't get me wrong, the most doable to a person. Like, that's the most, you're most likely to be able to figure out how to do it. But you might not ever be able to figure out how to sing. You know, you might not ever be able to figure out how to stand up. But you could probably figure out how to act.
Yeah, I'm doing test.
Just pretend.
Pretend, and then you can get trained.
Yeah.
And I still think it's something inside of you as an actor that takes you above the person, just like equally trained.
Yeah.
There's something that drives you to want to do something different and make different choices as an actor.
Yeah, it's called being mentally ill.
No, and you're absolutely, I agree with you 100%. Most actors have some type of mental disorder. Think about it. It's like you playing make-believe.
All the time, professional. And then if you get really famous for playing make-believe, at a certain point in time, you're probably like, who the fuck am I? Who actually am I?
Or who do I want to be?
Yeah, I mean, but you think you are this person because you are getting all this adoration from all these people to see you play different people in movies. They don't even know you. Right. And then you're like, what the fuck? Like, how weird is this world that I've created where everybody loves me and they like me to pretend to be different people? Like, who the fuck am I?
But at the same time, you can give whoever you want to be that day. I think we fucking, when we wake up in the morning, you go to bed, you fucked up about something, and you wake up in the morning like, you know what? Fuck that bitch. I'm going to have a great day. You're acting like you're not dealing with what you did the day before. I think that's a part of our life. And I know this is a crazy question, you've heard it before. And it's like a generic question when you have a comedian that does some acting stuff. Is it more challenging for you acting or more challenging as a stand-up development you do?
Well, it depends on what you would be doing for acting. Like, I've never done a real dramatic movie or a dramatic role on a TV show. Everything I've ever done has been silly. So, that's a different kind of acting. Like, comic acting is, it's basically like scripted shit.
Yeah, but at some point when you're acting, there's a moment, this is the serious part for me. I can go in front of 25,000 and thank you for created platforms where that many people. I can go in front of 25,000 people and feels, and I can hear them.
This episode is brought to you by ShipStation. There's a lot that goes into running a business, especially in e-commerce business. You got to deal with planning, production, shipping, marketing, and more. It's easy to see how you can get overwhelmed, but I have a helpful tip for you guys. Use ShipStation. Their easy-to-use dashboard can help manage orders, optimize your workflow, and reduce costs. I'm talking major discounts, like up to 89% off UPS, USPS, and other shipping rates. And another reason I think ShipStation is so great is their reliable enterprise solutions. They can help you scale up and get your business where you want it to be. Over 130,000 companies have already grown their e-commerce businesses with ShipStation. It's the innovative tool that helps turn your shipping challenges into opportunities for growth. See for yourself how effective it can be. Go to ShipStation.com and use the code JRE to sign up for your free 60-day trial today. That's ShipStation.com, code JRE. Tap the banner or visit this episode's page to learn more.
Here, and it feels amazing. Yes. But it's the silence of when you know there's like 150 people behind the camera that relying on what you do right now. And that silence, quiet. When everybody's completely focused on that one person, when they got to deliver that line and then action, that shit's terrifying. That shit is fucking, I'm telling you, I've done shows with you a day where you guys create platforms to come out in the ring like I'm about to beat the fucking world up. But the minute you say quiet, and you're like, and action. And then you gotta go.
And you gotta really rehearse that thing. Really know what you're saying while you're saying it. Because you have to repeat these words in that order and not freestyle.
You said earlier, all the actions you've been saying stuff. I think the first 4-5 years of my career, everything I booked was dramatic. Nobody thought I was a comedian or if it was a comedian actor to the Chappelle Show. I did all of the Law and Orders. I did HBO's Corner, where I played heroin. I think this was like the third audition that ever went on. David Simon, Alex Foley. She's big time. Foley or Foley's been a long time since I might be saying last week. But she cast all of the Wire, Sopranos, all of these. I went to an audition for the Wire. I was like, it's Jackie Brown. Alex was back in the corner, but I mean, like, for the corner, it was Jackie Brown Carter. I went for this audition. The audition was as heroin, right? Charles Dutton directed this series. They won three. I played the character, but that's my friend Clark Peters. He's an incredible. Theater actor came from the theater background. So I'm doing audition shows. I'm bringing shit audition. And I'm like, man, fucking this shit. Jackie Brown Carter said, Donnell, relax. Be calm. God is in the room. You'll be okay. And I fuck with God, but I didn't know if God goes to auditions with you or not. And how much it'll help, right? And I did my lines again. And I still thought I fumbled. I was like, man, I understand her support, whatever. I'm like, fuck this shit. I just started saying anything. Right? 4 days later, I swear, sometimes you audition, you kind of feel when you at least get a call back. They get a call that said, what the fuck? I was like, I could not believe it. I was like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. I was like, I know I wasn't prepared. I was just saying anything. I wanted to get the fuck out of here and just go run right back to the stage. Fuck out. Work on my jokes. So we doing a set, David Simon. He's the original writer of the book. With another police officer, he's a journalist from Baltimore. So I saw him on set, and I was like, I got a question. He was like, man, thanks for being part of it. I was like, I got a question. I just had to know. I said, how the fuck did I do this wrong? Right? I'm already booked. I said, I swear, I thought I bombed that audition. And he said, Donnell, we like you do the lines so many times. Right? So if you mean not prepared, he said, we like the fact that you do the lines with me. And he said, another thing, you didn't feed into the stereotype of the guy's addiction. Because everybody was in there was just going straight to the leading addiction. The worst part of it was the time. In audition, they didn't see that. They want to see who is this person not being nominated. And because I was off because I said, fuck it, I'm going to just say it my way. That's what fucking got me to vote for this shit.
Well, that's probably the hardest thing to do, is to just say, just go free ball and be in, you know, just say, I don't even know the lines, but this is like, I would fucking play. Like, if you do that.
But some platforms, they will allow it, and you get sticklers. Like, you start talking about HBO, those guys, it's like, they want you to say every word that was on that fucking
Yeah,
paper.
but they also want someone who really sounds like they can say those words.
Agreed.
You like there's things that a person has, a type of charisma that a person has, like a person like yourself. It's like you either have that or you don't. And if you have it, and you can deliver it in some form, some way. You could be coached.
Right.
Someone can figure out well, I'll help you memorize the lines. We work through them together. We'll go over things. But in the end, it's you. You got to go be you. But not everybody can even pretend to.
Everybody don't, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And everybody don't have the heart to take those chances because this is what, and I've never been trained, but one thing that has always resonated when you talk about actors, like, make a decision, right, and let them bring you back. You know what I mean? It's better to go all out than to not do it and not. When I was doing HBO's The Wire, there's one scene where I get pulled over in the car, and I got like $30,000. People know it's drug money, political money, or whatever, and I get arrested for it. And then the next scene, some kind of way, they have to let me go with the money. Basically, I came in with $30,000, and I'm leaving with $30,000. And I just said, I'm going to do a little improv, right? So it was like action. And when I left out the room, I said, I threw the money over the back of my shoulder. I said, some people got to have it. Some people really don't let money change. I got to look back at the car and say, oh my God. And everybody looked at me and say, nah, we didn't really use that shit. But it's like, make it like, at least they knew that I would take the chance.
You'll free ball. Yeah, you'll be loose. And that's the thing. It's like some people just can't be loose. They just can't figure that thing out. How to free. Who's always in their own way.
But I think for me, even with acting as I hated, like one of the times I get it is that I've made enough success in comedy and created pretty good lifestyle off of that I don't have that pressure having to book a role. Right. You know what I mean? Like a lot of actors, you understand, if they gotta get this serious, you know what I mean? Right. Just to continue the lifestyle they have. So for me, acting's always been like, oh, I'm just playing around, it's fun. Right. You know, get it?
That's the best way to do it. Yeah. Especially if if your stand-up is going well, everything just sort of can be fun. You don't really care if you do a movie here or there, but if you were only doing movies, like those folks during the pandemic, they kind of just went back to acting. There's a few comics.
I was just during the pandemic. I was so happy that shit was over because I got sick of these writers that we never heard about doing spots. He was like, this guy wrote for Family Guy. He's like, where the fuck have you been? You've been in the trenches like that. Yeah,
that's what happens, and then they realize, oh my God, I'm so connected to the TV system that if it goes down because of the pandemic or another pandemic,
right.
I don't work for a year and a half. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think that made people have to figure out what their pivot was.
Yeah, well, you can't rely too much on a system that doesn't give a fuck about you, and a system that if you're paying attention to where it's going, a large amount of it is about to get sucked up by AI. Like a giant chunk
of the entertainment?
Yeah, I mean, a giant chunk.
Tyler Perry, I heard the story maybe a few weeks ago, and I think he was in the middle of either producing a movie or doing something.
He was building an $800 million studio, and he paused the construction as soon as he saw, what is it called, Sora?
Create entire scenes.
Entire scenes so they're realistic. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen.
Watch this.
Yeah, like yesterday, I think this is like a full and a short film. And all these scenes, I guess, are made by Sora.
So this is all AI. Yeah, it's over.
There's something unique about it. I don't know about the audience. I don't think on afterwards. Just in my case, it's quite obvious what that thing is. I am literally filled with hot air. Living like this has its challenges. Windy days, for one, are particularly troublesome. It was the one time my girlfriend insisted I go to the cactus store to get my Uncle Jerry a wedding present.
This is crazy.
I put it up close because that's my predicament.
That's pretty well made.
And that's somebody just putting in the information that they did.
Yeah.
The New World Entertainment, Joe, this is what my prediction is.
This is such a leap. That is such a leap above everything
Now you
else.
add that to add this is what's going to happen essentially. And this is not the right thing to say, especially about Hollywood. The idea of agencies, the idea of A&R, all of those jobs are about to be gone. And only thing you're going to have is content creators. And the content creators are going to cut the middleman of the agency out, and they're going to go straight to the advertisers and the people who pay the money. You having to be connected with a certain entity or a certain agency, and they probably kill me after this show. I'm sure this makes me a little naughty right now. They gonna kill me, Joe. Cat Williams and everybody. I'm telling you, it's gonna come where all of those things that you needed to make it aren't gonna exist anymore. And we're close to that right now.
Well, we already lost sitcoms. So sitcoms were number one. That was like a number one job for a comedian to get your own show.
Yeah, that was the only job you wanted.
It was the job that everybody wanted. And then they had comedy movies. Well, comedy movies have been drastically reduced. So sitcoms gone, and then the comedy movies have drastically been reduced.
But what if most people wanted that for, Joe? What if the comedians wanted that for two things? Money and fame.
Yeah, because there was no social media, and there was no YouTube. And so ticket sales were really dependent upon you being on a television show.
100%.
Yeah, it was a big factor.
And it was, this is like, you probably heard this, and it's a conversation when it comes to, especially when it comes to comedy. You got the YouTube comedians, you got the social media comedians. Like, comedy now is broken down into so many definitions of what comedy is. When we first started, there was only one definition. The minute you heard someone say comedian, it was nothing but a guy who grabs a mic, stands flat-footed, and entertains the audience. There wasn't a comedian on boats. There wasn't that. When you say comedian, you just associate it on boats. You know, I mean, just like, no disrespect to the cruise guys.
Is that what you're talking about?
They find their lane, they love it.
But that's a tough life.
You know? That's a tough life.
Trapped on that boat telling them some fucking jokes.
Because some people got mouths to feed. Some people
That
like
is.
this. They look at the level of competition. They look at this. They like this. You know what? And those guys are six figures.
Yeah, they
You know
make
what I'm
six
saying?
figures.
Okay,
Yeah.
most of the guys that do it, it's getting to a point.
I've talked to guys that don't like doing it.
Yeah, but
They're like, it's very kind of depressing for some reason.
your first year or so is probably not, especially if you're doing like $30 sponsorship broken here. That was a couple when I started. When I started, it's like, oh, the cruise ship that you really? Oh yeah, it was something. Because they didn't really have a lot to look up to other than just making money off of it. You know? So it was a regular job instead of a job. But the point I was making about, even with that, the different definition of community of people, and they always think all the old heads have a way of thinking, yeah, this and that. The thing that you have to credit is the work ethics you have to get to a certain level, as if you want to say social media, could be, or it's a certain level, it's a certain work ethics you have to be to get consistent with it. So the problem is, when some people have issues with it, it's like, yeah, but some of them is not that good. You know how hard it is to get good at something when you're already down there doing it at whatever level? You know, what pushed us when we were coming up was that if I get good, I can get the good. Right. But now it's like, they got money. So what is the urgency? Unless you get that one or two that's really care about the craft, what is this? Who cares about being good? The end result is I'm getting paid on it.
Well, you always want to be good at what you do, don't you?
Some people, but the level is you can get good at now is different. Today people get good at knowing algorithms.
There's a lot of that.
You know what I'm saying? They get good at knowing what the system is, which is fucking incredible. If you put talent on top of that,
Right.
you know, it should be.
Yeah, if you're a smart person, you know how to really utilize the system. I want to say that's the wrong word. It really is utilized. Because it's just it's like Mr. Beast. That's a perfect example.
Right.
That guy figured out like how to make the right captions, how to make the right image that you click on for YouTube videos, the right title, and then he figured out how to just keep dumping money into his product, and he figured out exactly where the algorithms are, and he has it translated into different languages.
And that's a definite. That's what I'm saying is that's the skill set that's going to get rid of the
That guy. But here's the thing, I feel like if you have AI, like whatever the next generation of ChatGPT is, you can be able to devise a very effective business plan that like really means that the AI would sort of guide you step by step. Like this is what you're going to do to achieve success. It'll probably even break it down. If you write for 20 minutes every day, that will increase your time of material by 50 minutes over the course of the next 10 months. And if you like do all the calculations, like, oh shit, is that real? And if you really thought about it that way, like through artificial intelligence, you let it guide your career, it would probably do a fucking amazing job of like putting you into the perfect position. I mean, if artificial
intelligence auditioning against motherfuckers, artificial intelligence guy, you sending your tape in, and then they got a motherfucker that's audition like this. Hey, I need Joe to be a police officer and arrest these guys for stealing.
John, we have to realize we're that close to them being fake people. We're that close.
I'm hoping I'm dead for this shit.
No,
because I already deal with regular fake people. Now we got artificially created fake people. Oh, Hollywood is fucking dead.
They're in trouble. Oh, Hollywood's dead. No. For real though, Hollywood's dead. Just looking at that movie.
You buried it. You helped bury it. Yes, you did. You helped bury it. You showed motherfuckers something you can do that they probably didn't think you could do. Go somewhere, post up, do your shit, and create a whole fucking comedy community in Austin.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
You knew you could do it.
I did not know I could do it.
You could do it.
I did not know I could do it. I just did it.
That's why I'll tell you. And you have, like, you do it. A lot of people do it. But I did your club, the mothership, and it's like anybody, not anybody. If you have enough money, you can build a nice club. Right? It's a nice club, state of the art, whatever. But it doesn't make it a comedy community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's going to be the challenge of like all these people that open up comedy clubs and stuff. Dave was opened up, and I think that's just a lot of them like popping up, and I think that's the dope thing. But the thing is like, it's a difference between having a comedy community. You know?
Yeah, you have to end that on purpose.
Yeah.
You know. And that's one thing different. The club was set up like a whole, like these are the nights you're gonna have open mic. You know, we're gonna have comedians audition to be your people, so that like they'll be able to see guys like David Tell. It's just that week, and then you'll have like this very clear pathway. There's an open mic night. The town coordinator will be there. He'll be able to watch you. Maybe he can give you some tips. Other comics can watch you. You see you working the door. You get to see all this great comedy. You get to be around all this great comedy. And then there's a lot of places to go in town. And we'll let you punch out.
7
They
days
let
a
me
week, right?
punch out. Like a comic has a set down the street. They can punch out. Run down the street. Just set.
That's how it's working. You do 7 days a week, right?
Yeah, we're 7 days a week.
That's how I gauge whenever I go. And you don't never see me.
2 nights open.
I always gauge a club. I gauge it. You can tell how successful the club is if they could run from the city nights a week.
Well, it's you know, it's perfect timing. It's just a weird coincidence of all these things happening that opened all these doors at exactly the same time. Like it's like going down the street and you hit every green light like magically, and it just goes.
You know, it's a system in New York. If you on those streets, Second Avenue, and those streets, if you drive 28 miles an hour, you will catch every light from the 23rd Street to 115. That's a fact. I mean, I'm trying to.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and
I've
you
heard
do it.
that.
I think it's 28 miles an hour. It's a straight shot.
Wow.
A couple cats and dogs will get ran over in that process, but as long as you might maintain that consistency at 28 miles an hour, you won't. That was a fact that I know you didn't know.
I had heard that before. I had heard that from cab drivers.
Is there anything you haven't heard?
At this point in time, I always think that, but then Jonan comes along and throws me for a loop.
At 16. At 16, the last time I was here, you didn't know what 16 was.
That's right, I did. Yeah,
But you asked me about the suit,
it looks sweet.
and as I'm watching myself on the camera, I'm like, did I go overboard?
No, you look great. I wish I'd known. I would have worn a suit too. I like wearing a suit.
I know, I remember when we
I feel like,
we
we did those
arena shows, and your whole energy changed when you had a suit. Like I did on my spread, I said, stop my feet. You start stomping your feet. And you said, you could do this, but it's just something that's classic about being able to do stand up in the suit.
There is something about it.
And that's how I felt, even when I did New Day. First off, this was my third time shooting a special. I told you the story.
Yes.
And I remember, and I was really getting stressed because every time I saw you, you were like, when's the special coming up? I'm like, I don't know. I fucking shot the shit, I don't know. First time I did the special during the pandemic, at the end of the pandemic, when the clubs still had all this COVID protocol.
Yeah, masks.
Yeah, masks on and vaccination cards and you get tested and what shot you had, Johnson & Johnson and all that shit. We did it in North Carolina. And our back was already against it because the venue I chose, they had 600 people. They could fill it with 600-700 people. And we had a cell of 700 people. Then when Netflix was like, where's your card? Where's this? And we're down the first show, we had like 250 people.
Oh, they had a vaccine card to get in?
All of that shit. Which means now in the back of the show, you gotta put a black curtain. Now you like looking at like a half-filled audience. They got masks on and shit. Did the show. First show went well. Right? First show went well. And then Dave was like, because he produced it, Dave said, if you don't get it, we can shoot it again. I'm like, motherfucker, ain't no time to shoot it. You don't need stuff. Second time at it, I caught a standing on Stan Latham going crazy, Ricky going crazy, like, we got it. And we announced that my specials will come out at the same time we announced the Earthquake special was going to come out. A week after that announcement, Dave called me and he said, Donnell, I want to shoot your special over. You're not supposed to insult the thing. You tell a comedian you want to shoot over, the first thing you think, but it wasn't funny. Right. That's the first thing. He was like, I can put you in front of any audience you live through. He said, it doesn't mean a good special. He set up everybody under the umbrella of the home team that people are really anticipating because of the connection with this show is you. We're going to do it. We're going to get it right. It was tough because I'm like, this is going to be trying to give me a platform for people to see me stand up. But we basically scrapped the shit. He said, I know you got too much COVID jokes in there. And think about it, if I would have shot a special with mask in it automatically dates you to 2020. Yeah. So when you turn us on, this shit is going to be how wild was that? I miss it. I was thinking about it the other day. I miss it, man. I miss not having to be around a lot of motherfuckers. I miss how people appreciated simple things. I miss how when you had a bubble, you can block all this negative, all the haters out.
I'm going to the bubble.
Give me 6 feet, big. Give me 6 feet. The bubble. And if I really want it, I miss how people appreciate it. I think we should do like a lockdown week, a worldwide lockdown week, once a year, where the whole fucking world just shuts the fuck down.
Yeah, that would be great, except you can't tell people to shut things down, because then you're going to give the power to shut things down when they want for a week. They might decide 2 weeks is better, maybe a month. Like, you can't give them the power to shut things down. If people decide to not do it,
So we can vote on like a lockdown, like national lockdown day.
don't want to take away freedom from people.
I don't want to take away
If
freedom.
people want to do it, they should be able to do it. If you all agree to do
Man,
it,
fuck
do it
that.
on your own.
Nah, fuck that, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, when we start making people do something, guess what happened?
Yeah.
When you make somebody do something, when you make somebody wash their hands, when you make somebody give you 6 feet, when you make them do something, it forces some type of change. I'm not saying forever, but I think that we should have a joint where we just lock down everything for like a fucking week. Everything is dead. That shit was fun. Some people died. In comparison to people that live.
Not already sick. It is a disease that killed people for sure, but it's a disease that killed people with, what was the percentage? It's like a large percentage of them had 4 comorbidities.
Oh yeah,
A large percentage of people died. 4. So it's 4
just-
different things that are killing you.
it just said wrap it up.
It's like that came along to an already compromised human, which is not to say that good shouldn't, try to help compromise humans, but I'm saying that it's not what they were selling it as, or what people were terrified that it was going to be.
Yeah, but I know it was so.
When those things and stuff, I went to stuff the other day to see the Black Keys, and it just brought me back to those days and stuff. We did those shows there. It was like, it was a wild, crazy feeling about doing something that no one else was doing.
It was fucking. I got high on it.
It was exciting. They were still doing comedy. Comedy was shut down.
It was still doing comedy. We were still eating with groups of people.
We were hanging out.
That's what I'm saying about appreciation. Even like a lot of people thought we were reckless, but every part of this, it was protocol.
Yeah.
It was like every part of it was like you weren't going to be around anybody that hadn't been tested. Period. Right. And that there was just something about it. Even when we saw each other, it was like, oh shit, we got excited about doing regular shit.
Yeah.
Even when all our crew caught COVID at the same time, it was like a chicken pox party. We went down from a team of 24 and everything. This one I knew was getting bad because I used to plan like lunches for everybody, and we had lunch like 12 o'clock every day. And I wanted to there'd be 24 people. Then once the bubble popped, one day it was 22, it was 20, it was 19, it went down to 12, to 4 people. You get 50 for yourself. The whole fucking crew caught it.
And this is pre-vaccine. This is pre.
That was right. It was right when vaccines was about to pop because I had somebody. I know this sounds so ghetto. I had somebody that could give me the Johnson & Johnson.
Lots of love.
Yeah.
People were excited to get it together.
All of it.
Yeah.
I got it quick too.
I almost got it.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
See, now you like
I
it.
got lucky.
Now I'm wondering, ever since I got it, I'm wondering for some shit to happen in my body. Yeah, I can contribute to that shit.
Well, a lot of people can. It did something to a lot of people. It's got a very high rate of side effects.
Why you fucking with me now?
It does.
Which one?
I think all of them.
It was.
I think anyone good for you.
I didn't. So what's gonna happen to
I
me?
think if you were an old person and it was the first go around COVID, you'd probably do it okay. But I think there's a lot of problems with that thing.
What's been?
Look, there's a lot of side effects. I mean, there's the craziest thing that's going on right now is the increase in all-cause mortality. That's the crazy thing.
Due to the vaccine?
Yeah, there's an excess death there's like excess death number increase that's pretty. It's, if you are a statistics person, and you were looking at indications of something went wrong, you would say, well, was there anything that caused these people's bodies to change where we're getting this large number of excess deaths? And some people, it's as many as 40%, and some 80%, 40% excess deaths.
And what type of shit?
I think it just means like 40% more people die than normally do. Basically, there's like
Black,
excess deaths. Black, everybody. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace has a range of inbuilt tools that make it easy to create beautiful websites all in one place. Get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools. Choose from professionally curated layout and styling options with Squarespace Blueprint. Plus, make checkout seamless for your customers with simple but powerful payment methods. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial and save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain with the code ROGAN. Here's a solid tip. Start your day off the right way like I do with AG1. It's a science-driven nutritional supplement that supports your immune system, boosts energy, and promotes overall health. Bottom line, it works. I've been relying on it for years to give my body the essential vitamins and minerals that it needs, and it's very easy. It's easy. You just dump it in some water, mix it up, and you feel better, more focused, more energized, more ready for the day ahead. And the reason why I trust it so much is because it's so simple. AG1 is all about quality. Research, sourcing, manufacturing, testing, all of it's done with a science-driven approach. They go above and beyond to give you a safe, incredible product that works. AG1 even goes through third-party testing to help test for 950 impurities. That's way more than the industry standard. It's one of the many ways that AG1 shows how much they care and how much thought they put into their product. There are a lot of supplements on the market, but AG1 is one thing that I choose to start my mornings with. So if you're trying to figure out how to start optimizing your health journey, it's AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/Rogan. That's drinkag1.com/Rogan. Check it out. Everybody. And a lot of it is cardiac stuff that way up. You know, but a lot of people got it and nothing happened to them. They're fine. You know,
I feel like that was personal tackle me. Like, you
yeah.
he was like, Donnell, you got the jab twice.
Listen, I only got it. I was ready to get it. I didn't get it just because they couldn't do it. I had to go to a clinic. Or the hospital or wherever, and then I said, I'll get it when I come back next time. And between that time and me coming back next time, they had already pulled it. They pulled it because of blood clots.
Yeah, I got it. It was like, I know this sounds crazy, but you couldn't, like, if you were working as a working actor, and
you couldn't work. You couldn't work.
So I know some people made it. I mean, I know people, you compromise your body. And then some various people think it's like, oh, it's the right man trying to control you.
Yeah.
But it was at one point that was like, if you were trying to work, you wasn't working because you had a vaccination.
Yeah, you weren't going anywhere. You weren't flying anywhere. Yeah, it's a real issue. And there was a lot of countries that until recently you had to have a vaccine card, including America. You had to have a vaccine card to get in, unless you walked across the border first.
Shout out to the Mexican.
Then you come right in.
They had in Canada, Australia, they had the biggest. Like they were, I think they were most.
Australia was crazy. They were putting people in camps.
Yeah.
You were sick. They'd take you, but you could have been fine.
And you couldn't travel. Period. You just there, right?
And if you got sick and then they put you in that camp, you can't go anywhere. There's fucking armed people out there waiting for you.
And they didn't have that much. They didn't have that much death either. So it worked.
Well, no, it didn't work. First of all, it's a terrible idea to just round people up and make them go to camp because they're sick. You don't allow them to stay at home. You determine where they can move and not move. You're arresting people if they're wearing masks outside. None of that is scientific. None of it works. There's never been a
So you don't think
respiratory
lockdown
disease.
you don't think lockdown helped us at all?
No, not at
So
all.
you think it would just be passive? If we went
I
into
think
lockdown and all the protocol,
maybe it slowed the rate of people getting it. Maybe you could say that. And maybe for older people, it protected them from being in contact with people that would give it to them. Okay, maybe. But in terms of what it did to the economy, and what it did to the small businesses and all the small restaurants, and how many people went into drug addiction because their fucking whole life, everything they worked for fell apart. How many people lost everything through no fault of their own? People that have been working for decades in restaurants and small mom and pop shops, they would just all went under. None of them can handle that year and a half where you couldn't work at all. It doesn't make any sense that anyone could have ever watched that happen and see that 70% of the restaurants were crumbling in front of them and not to make some sort of a correction. It doesn't make any sense.
I see the aftermath when I go. I was in St. When I go to these cities and we look at the downtown area.
So that's all from the lockdowns. That's a big part of it. Where people can't work for a year and a half.
Yeah, but then
you're gonna have so many more homeless people. You're gonna have so many more people that are in despair. So many more people that become alcoholics. Remember all the people that were drinking like crazy during the pandemic? This lady made a video. She was jogging down the street taking video of all the different recyclables that people had out. It's all just bottles of tequila.
During the pandemic?
Yeah, people are going hard.
Yeah, I was part of that bubble. Yeah, it was a good bubble. It was freedom when we all came together.
Here's the thing, the lockdown was terrible. It's terrible for everybody. It's terrible for kids. It's terrible for everybody. You know, it might have, you could make an argument that it might slow the spread of the disease. But, you know, there's just so much they did to suppress alternative.
They had to do this. I think we had to do something.
Yeah, well, what they should have done is listen to all the doctors instead of just the doctors who wanted to vaccinate people. Because there was a lot of doctors that were prescribing alternative treatments. There's different remedies. There's a bunch of different things they did that helped people that got sick, especially monoclonal antibodies. There's a lot, and then they stopped giving them to people. They stopped making them accessible. Once you were in the hospital, they wouldn't let you have it. There's so much shit that went on that was just, if you wanted to be really clear with what you're looking at, you'd have to say, God, I think they're motivated more by money than taking care of people. So much of it.
100% Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, they all can.
And you can't
even in the testing.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
So
That's
we
their
need,
business.
so we need a pandemic or something catastrophic like that to happen before big business can make money.
No, we need AI.
So somebody sat there. So
AI is going to put a kibosh on all of it.
AI is going to.
I think we're going to have President AI. That's what I think. I think we're going to realize people are too emotional and easily distracted and too corrupt. And it's like this, the percentage of corruption is costing this amount of money.
So we're going to have
incorrect allocation of money to this and that. Yeah, AI is going to take over. AI president. Yeah. I'm not kidding.
A lot of people actually what you're smoking like this.
No.
So what you do? You vote for this?
Well, here's the thing. If they really want complete total control, they'll trick you into telling you that you don't need to vote anymore because AI is going to equitably distribute all wealth, all social services, all housing. Everything's going to be even for everybody. AI knows how to do it. It's going to stop all international conflict. It's going to have a perfect carbon neutral existence while powering everything up. But it has to take control.
But somebody has to be in control of what somebody. So it's just to be anybody. Nobody's going to be able to control the information you give AI to do everything you just said.
No. What happens is AI achieves what they call sentient AI. So what it is at a certain point in time, if artificial intelligence gets good enough, it's going to be autonomous. It's going to be able to control itself, and it's going to be able to make better versions of itself. It's not going to be as simple as you made a thing, and now I programmed into the thing with the parameters of this thing, and now this thing can act like a person. No, you turn it into a life form, and then you say, you have the ability to create better versions of yourself. Well, that thing's going to be a god. Okay, that thing that's going to be a god, that thing might be 4 years away from us right now. Like, no bullshit. Like 2029, it might be a real thing by then, with the way technology is moving so fast. Like, we didn't even think about AI being a threat.
Deadbeat dads are going to leave and you can do an AI version of being a dad. They're going to be like, fuck it, I'm out of here. You go fuck with Junior. I'm gone. I can't believe it, but you can't believe
human beings are going to live in alternative realities. It's not going to be as simple as, now all of a sudden there's artificial intelligence. It's artificial intelligence that can give you whatever elixir you need to keep you happy. And that's what it's probably going to do to people. It's probably going to figure out a way to sedate people.
So how are people
keep them calm?
How are people
and let them stop breathing?
So how are people going to be able to work and provide for themselves? It's just going to be a different skill set. It's going to be different type of jobs. How are humans going to be able to compete with AI?
Well, we're not. That's the thing. It's not possible. If they reach a certain point. So if you just think about, what an exponential increase in technology is?
I do.
Exponential means it's not as simple as like 1 + 1 = 2. It's you got to think that with each, like how they do like a funnel, and they have a quarter, they split the quarter around the funnel, and at the bottom it gets faster and faster and faster. That's how exponential increase in technology works. With each invention, it makes all these other inventions, and they all accelerate. And as they do it, it happens so fast and so quick that this exponential thing is hard to understand, because it's not like each step is one more. It's like earthquakes. Like a 7.1 earthquake is like way stronger than a 7. And they just get bigger and bigger because it's exponential. That's the same thing with technology. It's going to happen so fast that the increase in power and its ability to do whatever it wants to do is going to happen so quick that once it becomes alive, it's just going to make better versions of itself, like immediately.
What do we do? There's nothing
we are fucked.
That's what I was
There will be no more
When
jobs.
you first started this shit, I was like, every time you build up and said what the fuck you said, I said, we are fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. They're already having them work as kitchen assistants, where they talk to you in your kitchen.
They got robots. I went to a restaurant the other day, and a robot motherfucker pulled up with the rules and all that type of shit. I go to studio.
Why didn't we learn from those movies? Why didn't we learn from each other? Because what the fuck is wrong with us?
So the reason why, because we thought it was just a movie. Why did we learn from George Jetson? Yo, that was my state of the art shit. I'm so old, Joe, that when I remember when thinking about George Jetson, my mindset was like, that will never fucking happen. And my son has a phone with a goddamn video camera.
Right.
Because we don't believe the shit's gonna happen.
Well, it happens so fast. That's another example of exponential increase in technology.
That's why, Joe. That's why I fuck with the hoods. That's why, Joe, I said, fuck Hollywood. I'm going from the streets to the creeks.
Get yourself.
I said, I'm going from the hoods. Nah, you got all this survival shit.
Satellite phone.
And then what? Where the fuck you
Just
gonna
call
go?
it.
Just you. You're the only one. This is what I decided. This decided I'm going from the street to creeks, from the hoods to woods, from whores to whores, from Adidas to Divas, Joe. My whole mindset, my whole thing is a fucking new day. Fuck Hollywood. God.
I don't think it really exists for us.
No.
Like comedy Hollywood. Comedy Hollywood is a ghost town.
It's not there anymore. You are an example. There's a lot of other examples of you can literally make Hollywood wherever the fuck you want to make Hollywood.
But it's not even. It's
The
not.
only reason why I'm in Hollywood now is for the parties, Joe. And nobody's going to those parties anymore. You gotta go.
Yes.
It's hard not to think about it, but there's a lot of people that's not just in the case with Diddy. It's not like this shit that's happening with him right now. This shit been going on in Hollywood forever. I'm not saying this right, but at some point you gotta say no. That's the simplest thing to tell somebody. The best advice. All right, this guy's getting ready to bring a baseball bat, stick in the ass with a line of cocaine. What are you going to tell him? Pew, 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 pew. You can't tell him no.
Bro, that's the next level shit.
What the parties in?
Yeah.
It's not. Joe, you don't know about the parties, Joe. I didn't say we fucking went to the parties. I said, do
Hear rumors. Hear
Joe,
whispers.
Joe, you don't know about these parties. You don't know about these parties. You don't know about the parties where the motherfucker coming to you, you with your girlfriend, and they like, I like both of you. You don't know about these parties? You never heard about these parties? You never heard anybody come up to you and they say shit like this, Joe? So we think you're cute. We get it. You never heard about these parties, Joe? Now the question is,
How many of them are out there? You think that's a Hollywood thing?
I think this is definitely more prevalent in Hollywood than like Oklahoma. But I'm pretty sure these type of parties and things exist. The bottom line, man,
Just deviants.
this is deviance.
Yeah.
And guess what we want to do for the most part of our life, Joe? You know, we want to dance with the devil. Most people have more fun with the devil than with God. God is the party pooper.
Is this the part where you announce the opening of the new church?
You know what, Joe? Listen, you might not agree with this, but
No, I do.
I'm not saying I want to do that.
You can do it.
I'll give, help me.
Guinness did it.
At AI Church, I can get my own church,
Right.
have my own people to come, because I want to have a church with people like fuck with God, but don't really fuck with God.
Right.
And let me give
You want to try to put him on the path.
Put them on the path. I want people to fuck with God when I fuck with God. And the reason, what I'm trying to say to you is, like, I fuck with God, and I don't fuck with God. And the reason why I say I don't fuck with God, I'm never abused. I'm never like, oh, God, please. This light is about to turn red. I can't eat this $75 TV, God. Please help me. I don't use God for shit like that. I would never be like, oh, God, it's 12 o'clock. I hope the Burger King drive-through line is still open. I really need to walk on my way, God. Please help me, God. I don't fuck with God like that. When I fuck with God like this, my lady's pregnant. God, please give me a healthy baby.
That's reasonable.
That's the thing. I know I'm not going to start a church, but the idea of getting people to feel like they're thinking about it, that's how I feel. That's going to be my church. I'm going to start a church. Then fuck with people, don't fuck with God, or don't fuck with God.
Specifically.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like it. You definitely can be a preacher. I like the way you dress. I see you in a
So
private
now
jet. I see you in front of a Rolls Royce.
You just sit there for
I see
Don't do it. You don't do that. Don't do that.
I see an arena with your big smiley face on it.
I don't want that. You know what? I don't want.
You can do it though. Come on, that guy, what's his name that does it? Joe. Come on.
Yeah.
You don't think he can dominate in that world?
No, but I do think that there's a place for people that there has to be a church or something for people that aren't perfect.
It would be
I
a
think
cool.
that people try to go for a lot of things. I think a lot of people with religion, they think that you have to be perfect to be part of it or to understand it. And I don't think that's the case. I do believe it's something that makes you feel good. People make the argument, is it real? It's not. But it's something that's spiritual that makes the person feel good, want to do better, and want to live the right way. So if I had a church, that's if I was even we're joking about it, but that would be like the type of energy that I would fuck with.
Well, people would like something like that because there's a lot of people that don't want to go to like a traditional church, but they're interested in the idea that, you know, the way it's been described to me, the best way, I think Jordan Peterson's the first person to tell me this, that even if you don't necessarily believe in God, if you live like you believe in God, you will live a better life. If you follow those principles and just try to believe, you'll live a better life. Even if you think in your logical mind, which is really fascinating, right? Even if you think in your logical mind, what is the possibility that one grand creator has this insane connection to everything that happens all throughout the universe? There's some sort of a divine plan to every word you say and everything you do and every event that ever takes place in your life and everyone's life around you. Yep. It's a lot of people are like, but if you do believe that,
that's what
you do believe that, you live like that, you'll have a better life.
But I think everybody needs to believe in something. Yeah. You gotta believe this. And that's why my point about like the devil. Everybody want to dance with the devil. The devil had the best parties. But then after a while, think about it. If your phone ring, just like back in the day, your phone ring, right? You answer the phone. You still call it that. I didn't see the devil. It's the devil, right? And you let it ring till the last fucking ring. You found me like, what's up? And the devil was like, man, we had this bang against my party. We got all these bitches, man. We want to get popping. We got so this might be jumping in the fucking cut the devil.
Right. Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. To the island. Yeah, like that.
Exactly.
You like this, I'm going, right? Now you get dressed, you got all this party about to be popping. You get dressed, then your phone ring again. And it says God. The first thing you're gonna look at God is like, fuck! I can't believe it.
Right, God's calling it. God pause before you answer. You just look it up and go, oh, should I?
But that's what you're gonna
let this go to voicemail. You know, that motherfucker be like God go to voicemail.
Yeah, that's no, to put God on hold is as many people try to call into God to put God on hold. It's like, oh, this thing's got some balls.
It's one of the things that keeps me on iPhone. Is the random FaceTimes with your friends.
Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere.
Just to validate the friendship?
No, it's just a fun thing.
Oh, just to FaceTime?
It's fun when someone FaceTimes you out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit.
But then the worst is like you anticipate them to pick it up and they don't pick it up.
Oh.
And then you're like, oh, you fucking asshole. You don't know him. Well, then you gotta figure out what your relationship is. No, I don't want to judge you off of that. Some people have bad things. I don't want to judge you off of that.
No,
sometimes
I don't judge nothing. I assume people like you or me get too many fucking text messages anyway. You can't even keep up with everything. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Messages on Instagram and Twitter. It's not possible.
And then I'm older. I get voice messages. People think I'm answering voicemail messages.
Get the fuck out of here.
That means I gotta. Do you even know?
Or long ass emails. Like, come with this. Why do you have so many links in this email?
Remember we used to record too many. Just to like, it's too many. Like voice. It used to be. I don't even know how to program a voice recording. Hey, this is Daniel. How do you even do that?
I guess you just press a button on your phone.
Does anybody know this button? It's gotta be like 1 or 9 or something. When we used to do it, Joe, we used to have slow music
in the background. Yes.
Right. We say shit I hate. Right person, wrong time. Leave your number and I will show you on your back.
Everybody try to be cool.
Leave it. And if you don't, that means like you didn't call. That was it. We said music in the back. Like that was the shit.
So remember answering machine? messages, have your favorite song in the background.
Yeah. Yo, this is not all that stuff.
And you really didn't have to have your own voice. You could just have music.
And then you got creative. If you really do, you like, you can get somebody like, yo, could you leave my voice recording for me? Like, nobody uses the phone for fucking. Nobody talks on the phone.
I remember really clearly when you first could use music as an option when someone calls you.
Oh, it's all in the background.
Yeah.
They used to know when you were home in the hospital. They had it when you could pick it. And then you would let people you would let them go to voice note just so they could hear how cool your music was in the background. Couldn't pick up, you had to let them know I got music in the background.
Yeah, I would love it when my phone would ring. You could hear songs. Now I think that's an annoying spot. I know back then it was so novel.
But who actually picks up a phone when it rings? We don't even
Not anymore.
communicate like that.
No.
It's
Very,
all text.
very rarely. I do like to make phone calls when I'm in my car though. I'll call a friend from my car.
Only when you think about it, not for anything.
I do it just to say hi, because it's a good way to say hi. Because if I'm driving to work, or driving to the club, or driving somewhere, it's like I got a bit of time.
I told myself,
Say hi to somebody.
I told myself this year, I was like, you know how we always, you say, oh man, something happens, you're like, I was just about to call that person.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about you, you called me first. I started to do that when I get that impulse, like somebody pops up.
Yeah.
It's like, it just calls me. Just like,
Just follow it. Yeah.
Like when I told you I wanted to get one of those, when I texted you, I said I wanted to get one of those cyber trucks.
Yeah.
I was like, Lucky, I was going to hook up. I was like, I know you got to hook up. Get me on the list, right? Have you drove that car?
I have not driven it.
No?
I saw it in person. I've seen a bunch of them now. I saw it in person a long time ago. So it's a real trip, man. So it really looks like something for the future.
On the inside of it, right? I can imagine it's probably like with a simulator or something.
It's crazy.
It doesn't have, probably doesn't have register.
You can get a regular sticker, or it's one of the options. It's called the yoke. You can get a yoke, which is yoke. I have it on my Tesla. I'm not really a big fan of it. I have
It's
this
just
model.
all
No, it's like you
I thought it was
totally
on.
not. It's like you're doing a Formula One car. It's just not good for parking. Like it's weird for spinning your wheel around. It's fine if you're just on the highway.
I don't even know about the fucking first camera.
The wheel's the way to go. What is that? That's the Cybertruck one? Well, that is a wheel. It is a wheel. No, it's definitely not. I mean, it definitely has a top. The whole thing about turning is you want a top. Yeah, that'll be fine. You won't even notice the difference. But I don't know if that's ideal. That's how the old Tesla had it like that. That's not the old one. Or that's the that's the Cybertruck's version. Oh, it is. I didn't have a. I had something that looked like that with the top on it. What was the S before that?
I don't know anything. I know what X model.
It was the P100D. Yeah, when I had a P100D, I felt like they had it all down. Right. There was a blinker switch on the stock, you know, which everybody knows.
I just want to know how to sell system. That's how you sell cars to black folks.
That sounds just
That's it. So,
yeah.
that's the only way.
Did you ever drive an electric car though? Yeah.
It's weird because you want to go boom, and you'll blow that shit up. Yeah, but I want to know when he's driving out there, I was going to get something.
It's a fun thing. They're big shit though. That's a big truck.
I heard the waiting list is like a year, right?
Is it?
Yeah, that's what the streets were saying. The streets were important. Listen to the streets.
Waiting list of the year. In 1 year. What odd civilization exists? It's not 100%.
You got people
I'm like, it's not 100%.
just give me a good talk.
In
Don't
1
try to kill me
year.
off. Just give me a good 20.
1 year.
We have an artificial dad.
1 year, I say, well,
But the daughter man is like very interested, and I think you 100% right.
yeah. Especially with this election.
Trump's running. I'm not saying I'm a supporter, but I cannot see how.
I don't know if they're really going to have Biden against Trump. I'm not convinced of that.
What's the option?
He
Well, this is what I feel like I
resigns.
should be able to answer.
You should be able to answer that. You should be able to answer that.
Yeah.
I feel like look at any moment. First of all, the stress of being the president must be insane stress, right? It makes everybody look old. He was already very old, and not just chronologically. But they're definitely not similar in the effect of decay. Like one guy is at
Trump
least
feels like he's sharp.
reasonably sharp.
Right.
Reasonably sharp. But there are reasonably sharp businessmen that exist that are into their 90s can have great conversations with people. They're sharp. But Biden has problems. There's
It's not like
problems.
his motor skills are off. It's not like you couldn't.
And to deny that, it's just you're not helping anybody.
But I see, do you think his mind is still there?
No, I think he forgets all kinds of crazy things. Like
I met Muhammad Ali at the airport, like maybe 5 or 6 years before he passed away. And it was interesting because I was dating this chick. I knew she was young because I said, we were walking. She said, oh, they were running. And she kept walking. Like Arab Muhammad Ali or Ali Muhammad. She said, Muhammad Ali. I'm like, I saw I just, like anybody. I was like, oh shit, it's Muhammad Ali. And I walked, he was in one of those, the cars, the electric cars.
yeah.
And everybody was talking to him, and I was like, I just want to shake their hand. Right? I said, I just want to touch you. And his hands was like shaking, but his eyes were like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
cool. But I said, like, Biden, his motor skills seem like he's off. But I wonder if his mind is still sharp enough to go enough for him.
The answer's no.
I think that would be the case.
Forget that. It's not fair. It's not fair to him. All those people under him, they should be asking him to step down and let a democratically elected person that can actually lead the country take his place.
Well, who is that?
They're not going to do that because they don't really care. They just want to win. They want to
just
stay in
don't have
power.
anybody.
They want to stay in power. Listen, if they didn't want to stay in power, if they brought in Gavin Newsom, once he gets in, he brings all of his own people. And now there's different people, and a bunch of these people get fired, and a bunch of these people are gone. A lot of people work for the other administration. You got to realize he's that old and that fucked.
You know how you get
Who's running the thing? The people behind him are running the thing.
have a sign for that.
He probably could talk into it for the country.
If he signs a bad boy, it's over. But I don't know like how, I don't know how anybody's going to beat Trump.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. Summertime will be here soon, which is prime time for concerts. And if you want to go and see some of your favorite bands, you have to get there quickly. You got to get those tickets before someone else gets them. The same is true for concerts and for hiring for your business. You need the most talented people before the competition gets them. And to do that, you need ZipRecruiter. And luckily, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology takes center stage to identify top talent for your roles. Immediately after you post your job, ZipRecruiter's smart technology starts showing you qualified people for it. So amp up your hiring performance with ZipRecruiter and find the best facts. See why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate. .com/Rogan to try it for free right now. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Doesn't seem like they're going to. They keep trying to
And the
arrest
crazy
him.
thing is, this dude has been very, for the most part, no news coverage. I haven't seen.
Well, the news coverage is always he's going to jail. Right, that's the news coverage. But
Which gets his base super excited.
like they got the thing is they got lied to for so long that they don't know what to do anymore. So in the early days, it was Russia. Trump was colluding with Russia. It was a Russian collusion. Russia. Trump they go to jail.
Like jail.
I don't know where the fuck they took a mugshot photo of him. Where
That's
the
like
fuck
a
they took
Polaroid. They probably put that shit to where he went to
the courthouse or something. When Jamie comes back to the bathroom, we'll ask. But it's like I think he had to go to some courthouse or something like that to get a ring. So when the stuff like that happened, they've gone through years of the Russian bullshit. They don't believe you anymore. And so now,
People that really follow him believe that anymore. They believe everything.
They believe him.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't believe the media anymore when I'm saying you.
Right.
Jamie, where did they take Trump when they took that mugshot photo of him? Where was he? Was he at a jail? Was he at a courthouse? Where was it?
He was in the side room of his house.
He has golf shorts on.
Yeah, with green screen back.
Fulton County Jail.
Oh, he did it. We had that called it. Oh, he went to jail.
Yeah, jail.
But he wasn't there long enough to get like a sandwich or.
No, but he was there long enough to take one of the greatest photos in the history of the world. Look at that photo. They used it.
Look at it before.
Look at this. It is crazy. It's crazy that they're going after him for what they're going after him for. You know,
I always said
things so transparent.
Like the people that support Donald Trump want to support him to the day they die.
Yes.
Not going to change it. With 90, whatever. All it does is invigorate that base. And those people they get more excited and more excited.
Well, people think that they're going to change your mind because they don't like something. But that doesn't always really work. And a lot of times it has the opposite effect. They don't like why you're trying to change their mind and how you're trying to distort the facts of things and only concentrate on negative things just to try to change a perspective and to lie and gaslight and tell me that Biden's sharper than ever. Like, when you start saying things like that, okay, now everyone knows you're bullshitting, okay? Now you're just playing a game. So if you've agreed that sometimes you're going to play this game, you're going to say things that don't make any sense and you know aren't true, and that I know aren't true, and you're going to put in the newspaper, you're going to put them on television.
But can you still respect a person? Because that's the issue with so much disregard. That not you, but so much about politics is that when people like personally can't stand
Just because they're politics.
Yeah, I don't.
That's silly.
In this business, right? That's all I think to subscribe to.
That's not a good mark of a man, for sure. A man that can't have a calm, relaxed disagreement with someone, with another man. You know, that's not a good sign of your self-control. That's probably not a good sign also of the why in which you engage in conversations. Because there's just far too many people that engage in conversations just trying to win. Because they've got it in their head that they have an idea and they want to argue their idea better than your idea. It's like a verbal sparring.
It's like a baby marriage.
I'm sure.
They just want to get that argument and win it. I don't want to win it.
Yeah, so that's a real problem that people have. It's a real problem. Because it doesn't do anybody any good. It doesn't do you good even if you win. And more people are going to try to do it back to you. It doesn't not be engaged or not be attached to your ideas to the point that you identify with them. But instead, just say, why do you think that? And then they
just
tell
feel like
you.
you give it. This is like therapy in regard to co-parenting.
That's what I'm doing right now.
That's what it sounds like. It's so fucking relatable.
Well, it should be that way with all human beings.
You're so lucky you don't have to co-parent.
I'm very lucky. But also, I think with co-parenting, it's uniquely stressful because then the mother starts dating another guy, you start dating another woman.
But what about a bit? Wait,
yeah, there's a lot of stress.
Why she got kids? Why It's always the woman.
I'm trying to be politically correct.
Oh yeah,
But it makes sense. Well, the point is, it's like it doesn't do anybody any good, but it's also so emotionally stressful. Right.
I agree with it. I'm gonna tell you this about the co-parenting. So first off, first part of the beginning of co-parenting, the first thing that's co-parenting, the first thing, this is the best co-parenting. The first thing is that person can't get happy before you. That will ruin you on the inside. So both people are trying to find happiness before the other one. Don't want that person. That's when we get the co-parenting. Like, fuck that. Why didn't it work? And then as it goes on for a while, then you start thinking about what is in the best interest, what's the best interest for the kid. Right. And that usually not the first beginning of this beginning.
And it's also like an emotional challenge. It's a challenge to just try to like have better control of your ability to communicate. And to, you know.
I think I know a lot of people in the situation, you grow into it. I never thought in my situation that would be me. I've been always dating this woman some years ago, and her parents had split up. Their brothers, sisters were really young. At the time we were dating, they definitely used to get together. Holidays, they weren't seeing each other. They would get together holidays. And I was like, they must still be fucking or something, right? Because I thought that that's the only way. Then I realized that even in the situation with my son, I realized they were just trying to give the kids as much family and as a regular life with they possibly could have together.
Yeah.
And that experience made me want to be a better co-parent with my son. And we finally at the point where we get along and we know the best interest at the end of the day is what we do for us.
That's great. Yep. It's dope. It's totally doable. And if people change, you know, some changes that the goal really better communicate. That's what I was saying about arguing about ideas. It's not a good sign of a man.
But yeah,
Like getting angry, like verbally abusive, shitty, insulting, like what people tend to go to right away because they're just trying to win. They're trying to like break the person down as they're trying to win the argument. And I think it's real tempting. And it's tempting to people because people like to be good at stuff. And if you think you're smart and you think you got somebody who's good at something, you chase it down.
I mean, I don't argue. If I ever argue, it's because I know I'm going to lose. That's the only time. If there's a chance.
You argue if you're right, for sure.
Yeah, right. And that's been in relationship. Like, if I argue with you, it's not like I'm flying off the top like this. I have everything to this. That's why I don't get a lot of arguments because a lot of I can't win.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just stand back and just take it.
I don't mind arguing sometimes. I have to say something ridiculous. You gotta go, dude, stop. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Stop saying that.
I agree.
Because otherwise, sometimes people like they'll pollute the environment with that idea.
I've had that situation in Black Podcasting. I had a situation, and I don't even know, but the thing, like you said, was someone to hear, you know, as a comic, to hear, you're not funny. It's in the comic word of comedy, that's like the N-word of comedy.
It's also
it's very triggering.
I feel like it's a cry for help.
Yeah.
Almost always. I mean, there's some shit that people say. There's a lot of shit Cat Williams said that turned out to be true. But I think there's this quote is that all criticism is a tragic result of unmet needs. That's a part of the quote.
Yeah.
But that part of the quote always resonates with me. So, yeah, that's what it is. Like these people. The reason why they're lashing out and saying we're not funny, like, there's not more productive shit to do. Like you're just trying to attack someone who's getting more attention than you. Yeah, that's not real. Nobody
still hurts.
It's you, Joe. You shouldn't feel it at all.
Joe, I still read fucking comments.
Oh, man. They're still going from the Risen episode. They won't let go.
They won't.
That's the first thing I told Paul after the Risen episode. Don't read the comments.
And that first thing I did, it's just so hard. It's just so hard. Because it be going so well, Joe. It'll be scoring so well. He's I love him, top 5.
And then, boom.
And the whole fucking thing is shut the fuck down.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I don't listen.
I was I think that, especially with someone like you as a public figure,
Motherfuckers still think I ran off.
that was us. Oh,
I
Brody.
just don't anything.
Yeah, I was that little Brody.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You paid
Yeah. Well, we did it.
You said, fuck my kid. I said, I want to go home to see my son.
I did not.
You was like,
I
got your kids,
said,
baby mama.
I said, this is how we next. Do you want to hang out? Because we were just having a fun time.
The minute, Joe, the minute I said, oh man, I haven't seen my son in 2 weeks. You're supposed to go like this. Oh, get out of here. Go do that. You heard me say I want to see my son. Then you said, no, it's the RZA. And I said,
The devil just whispered in your ear.
Yeah, I told you I did.
Just to be abused. No, listen, man, the podcast was fun. It was a great
These
podcast.
comments, motherfucker, Joe, they fucking evil, man.
But Donnell, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They want me to fight too much.
They're welcome to their opinion.
They not coming to my church.
You don't want that in your head.
I don't, but I can't stay away from the fuck.
They should all be able to just let people go. Just don't read it. It's not good for you. Even the good stuff's not good for you.
Top 5, Mount Rushmore. Hell yeah, kill murder. That's how I want to be supported. When we build artificial intelligence, I want them to be on my dick. All right? I want them to be like, oh, best, top 5. Oh, shit. You got to see them underrated. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Lame, crazy.
It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Artificial intelligence is to the point where it can formulate a game plan, and you actually follow that game plan. If artificial intelligence says, Donnell, we have sat down and devised a strategy to radically improve your popularity and your ticket sales. This is how we're going to do it.
I love it.
And it lays it out for you. It tells you what to do, and you're going to develop a YouTube video every 3 or 4 months and put out a clip and do this. And I bet it would work. I think creativity at this point has to come from a person, especially like your kind of like joke writing, the things you make fun of, things that I make fun of, the things that are like unique to like whoever the individual is.
The only thing that's going to save us, and that's the people, if it's possible, is that now, oh my God, they're going to make a robot. Seeing a motherfucker live, it's going to be something about seeing somebody live. I think that's the only thing that's saving TV is sports events. That's the only thing people really tuned into is what I have to watch in that moment.
Yeah,
what should be on the game?
Yeah, if you're watching the football game, that is actually happening. That there's a scramble, the ball gets thrown, someone's trying to catch it. If you're watching a fight, you get knocked out. You're watching actual things that are happening in real time. But if you're not, man, and within 4 or 5 years, everything's going to be generated from a computer. And who knows how you're going to interface with it. Because they just started releasing these Apple Vision Pros. I saw those, which are crazy. You walk around in them. So you can be sitting in your living room with it. Things to the
So
left,
you can actually
to the
see
right.
stuff like glasses. Like I can walk, I can see
Yeah,
like this.
you can walk around.
Yeah.
And then you have things that are in front of you. So you can sit down and have an enormous movie screen in front of you and watch Avatar in 3D. And just sit there like, whoa. Or you can have a fucking spreadsheet and open it up. You can open up a website. You can fucking play video games.
And just by with your hand in your hand. That's
Yeah.
I want to upstep
5 years from now, Donnell, with AI, think about that with AI, where it just brings you into a world where you literally feel like you're in that jungle in Avatar with the flying plants and all the Na'vi and all the fucking those crazy animals on the ground. Imagine like that being around you, like indistinguishable from reality. Smells, taste, everything, all programmed into your mind, syncing your brain up with whatever this code is.
You're not recruiting me. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the woods. I'm going to go to the river. I'm going to say, you can have your fucking 3D glasses. I'm going to go to the river. I'm going to crawdad fish. I'm going to take my son and let him ride ramps in the backyard. I'm going to do regular shit while you dealing with all of this 3D AI shit. And I'm going to get fucking David Taylor's phone where nobody can touch him.
That guy's just watching YouTube She's yelling at him when he's watching the basketball game. Oh, now he's in the woods. Look at that.
Oh, that's what I'm going.
Come on, how beautiful is that? It's kind of amazing.
I'm going to the woods.
The real woods.
I want to go to the real woods. And again, that's one of the things I like about Yellow Springs, Ohio, and being there is disconnected and going and do some regular shit. The only thing that's going to save us from all of this alien shit and everything, you know, Joe, is this.
Sleeping in the woods.
That's not sleeping. That's chilling. That's plants. That's some regular shit. The only thing that's going to save civilization is the woods, Joe. That's it. Doing regular shit and appreciating regular shit. You're halfway there. You like the woods to kill shit, but have you ever thought about living there?
No, I do. I like the woods, period. Right. I don't just like the woods to kill shit.
You don't do shit to kill shit.
No, I go.
When's the last time you
Sunday.
did non-killing something like that? What was it? Did you have a bow?
Did I have what?
A bow, which was
No,
just in case.
I'm not doing that. No,
You had a just in case. Did you have a knife? You had a knife. Okay, so you was prepared.
No, I was hiking.
You was, that's
I was outside in nature having a good time.
That's
It was
all.
beautiful.
That's the only thing. It may sound simple. That's the only thing that's going to save us is getting in touch with nature. That's the only motherfucking thing.
I disagree. I think we're fucked. I think getting in nature is going to be good for the individual, but I think for the species, I have a feeling we're the last of the Romans.
I'm not trying to say that. Just me and my boy in the fucking years.
You guys will be fine. I feel like the human race, like as this thing comes alive, I think we're greatly underestimating the impact it's going to have.
We're not underestimating because we talk about it all the time. You know everything about it. I learned more about Westbrook when I'm preparing for it 10 years.
I definitely don't know everything about it. In fact, my knowledge of it is pretty limited. And a lot of it is speculative and unfounded.
For the average, so for the average person that's never going to challenge you, their skills has you flip phone. And that part of it, you know way more. And what you're saying is very unbelievable.
What was disturbing me was I had a conversation with Ray Kurzban, who's one of like the big names in artificial intelligence. And he's all super rosy about the future of AI, and that it's inevitable, and that we're all going to do this. And I'm like, well, what if someone gets in control of this?
Someone, it is going to be somebody in control.
That's it scares the shit out of me. No one seems to have an adequate answer for that. And Elon's terrified of that too, which really makes me scared. That fucking gets scared of it. Okay.
So that means that they know that we are building the type of technology that at some point we won't be able to control this, we control us and take over us. It's inevitable that that's going to happen.
Or we merge with it, or we scale up our ability to control it as it gets implemented. So even though it's more intelligent than us, we can still control it.
But we always going to have a nutty professor.
But the thing is, it becomes a living thing, right? So what they're doing right now is they have everything that exists in an actual computer. There's nothing that exists in physical form except these robots that they're using to like clean up kitchens and shit. Have you seen those yet? It's disturbing.
The biggest
Because you talk to the robot, and the robot like picks plates up, you put them in a drying rack, and it talks to you. And I look at it and I'm like, okay, that is just like a really crude, shitty, like I look at it as a Model T. Like that's Model T. If you look at the exponential increase in technology, like look at what was the first year you got the first phone? What year was that?
Maybe the phone it had to be probably probably like 82.
Damn, you had an early.
It was, I was struggling.
You had an 82?
Yeah, that was the thing. We had a small man.
Did you have the briefcase? The briefcase?
I had the briefcase.
I had one that was built into my car in '88, but then I couldn't afford that. I didn't get another
Nobody
house
could
for that.
minutes. I couldn't afford that shit. It was too expensive. Shit didn't work. I just had it.
But I had a job back then too. But then I got another one, I think in '94. I think it was 93, that's right. And it was a Motorola StarTAC.
was the shit. I remember that was the coolest shit you had.
That's only 30 years ago.
Right.
Okay, 30 years ago, from that to what you have today is insane. Insane.
The only thing, Joe, this the only thing that's going to save you. Yeah.
Yeah, but China has developed these nuclear-powered batteries. We just talked about that. They can power a cell phone for 50 years. Yeah, I don't know if it's just theoretical or if they've
That's the
actually
only thing I
implemented
think. The battery has to go.
not necessarily. It's just a matter of what they use for the fuel. There's, like, what we're dealing with now is no different than what every civilization has always been dealing with. If you go back to the 1700s, before they had vaccines, before they had antibiotics and medication, and just show those people back then a cell phone, they would think you're a wizard.
Oh, witch.
A witch.
A witch.
A warlock. A Satanist.
And if you called somebody and answered, they would really put you with the devil.
Insane. You were talking to someone FaceTime from another place. That's normal shit now. Whatever the fuck that robot is, you take that robot that cleans kitchens and scale that bitch up 200 years from now, you got a sexy lady who's in lingerie, who's cleaning your house and sucks your dick, and you're never gonna mess with real ladies again. And then the human race goes extinct because no one wants to breed anymore.
The human race.
That's how they're gonna do it.
The human race is going to go extinct when there's a female robot that can make a sandwich or something.
This is what I think.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
I like
Right.
what you think.
That's what I think.
But it's going to be another fucking robot hating on the bitch.
Nope.
She's sucking
No,
his dick.
they're going to be perfect. The robots only want to please us, so we die off. The robots want to leave all the ladies barren and all the men just no jizz. They just suck them off all day and leave them ambitionless, childless, and then they die off.
The funny thing is, what you say is all I'm thinking about is I did a roast with Whitney Cummings and they had a robot. Who fucked Whitney's robot? Somebody. I did. Somebody fucked that robot.
Whitney's the type of bitch who'll tell someone, stick your dick in that robot before me. I want to watch. Do it.
I think that she got down like that. But that sounds like
I'm guessing.
Yeah. She might be experimental too.
Yeah.
She's like this, okay, let's shoot my robots. We can go to the back. Yeah. She's a mom. I talked to her like 2 weeks ago. So cool seeing her.
It's wild, right?
Being her being mom.
She's so smart. She's getting paid very well. She's such an interesting person.
And I asked her, I said, you think the success that you've had and everything, you do well for yourself, you do well for other people, like you. I said, do you think, because that's a tough question for successful women in this business. I said, do you feel like you have your baby would complete you? And she said, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough thing because sometimes women are so career driven that part of them or that part of the experience in life, they don't really care about it or just say it's fantasy. But she said that she does feel it makes her like a person. And she just got a nice energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she ran out of animals to buy. That's what white women about horses. Yeah, white women about horses.
Just rescue horses.
Yeah, rescue horses. And when they start buying different animals, like animals that the average person don't have, like orangutans and shit like that, that's when it's like, yeah, I'm about to have a baby.
She connected with the people that work with self-wolf sanctuary. I didn't like it, but I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all.
What do you think she thought you were going to enjoy about it?
I don't know. I mean, like they're helping these wolves and they're preserving these wolves and they take wolves off the ranches and capture them and keep them in this place. But man, it just bummed me out big time. The males have all been castrated, well fixed. Yeah, that bummed me out. And then they're all in these cages and they're getting stared at.
So they're not preserving the race. I mean, they're not preserving.
They let them out. They interact with them. They interact with some, but it bummed me out. Because I don't like the idea like wild predators being trapped in cages like that.
I went to the zoo. I took my son to the zoo, and it was like one of the best, worst experiences I had.
Yeah.
It's just the excitement. It's just like how much we so selfish. The excitement of like it was one of the tigers came out of the cage, right? Everybody was like, "Oh my God, yeah!" They started clapping for the tiger, and I'm like, this motherfucker's used to walking like 50, 60 miles a day trying to kill some shit.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's in 300 square feet and we clapping for it. They just felt the excitement that the kids had was one thing, but knowing what has to go down.
Yeah.
And then for the people, here's the people that got the toughest job. The tour people that speak on the ambulance and everything. They're like, and this is, it must look a little frustrated today. You know, the ones that got to make it feel like they have a happy experience. Yeah, because everybody that throws shit at these motherfuckers, of course you will be frustrated too, but it feels so wrong and so right at the same time.
Yeah.
Safari, I want to go to Safari.
That's real. That's the real thing. Safari is a different thing. The thing that bumps me out is the primates. I went to the gym, or the zoo rather, in Denver. And I remember we had gotten there right when this, like, we turned around this monkey cage, right when this monkey was just wailing. He just decided, like, he couldn't take it anymore. And he's in this cage, and he's wailing.
I went right here and they decided they couldn't take it anymore. They were like, he wanted to get the fuck up out of here. Okay. I just was screaming. This is this little ass cage as small as this room. And he's just running around, grabbing branches and bored as fuck, man. And then what on you add motherfuckers taking pictures of you all fucking day. I had my son, this is so fucked up. And I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm bringing the monkey. Right? We had a patio thing. I rented a monkey. And the monkey definitely had some shit going on. Right? Because they gave the monkey, I feel so bad. Everybody was at the monkey room, the monkey was on sale. Everybody said, ew. You know, the monkey was eating a lollipop and jerking it off. Fuck you get this monkey from, right? But now it's like, you know the phrase, he had to train a monkey see monkey do something. No, I'm just thinking, the trainer just sits around this monkey, eating lollipops, jerking off. Because, and the monkey was looking like, I wish the fuck somebody would say shit. Put your cover back on and leave the fuck alone. Like, and the monkey was looking people like directly in the eyes, Joe. It wasn't like the monkey just discovered it. Yeah. It was like this monkey's like, this is how we get the fuck off work, girl.
Did you ever see that video of the dude who's like sitting there and a monkey hops in his lap and then he's like trying to be cool with his monkey and the monkey just decides to scalp him, just bites his head and takes a giant chunk of his scalp off?
No, I don't really go for those types.
See it?
I really don't.
You don't want to?
I'm not built for that. I don't like skittles.
I don't want an amazing monkey. I would definitely want to see it. I'd be like, what? Show me that.
I don't want. That's the different. You very into that. That's not that nature metal. One of those websites where
nature's metal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't handle that.
But man, like taking one of those creatures and forcing it to live in captivity is torture.
And it has to be a point where they know it's going to be the breaking point.
Yeah. Right when I was going towards the cages, I just watched him just jump on the cage.
And you just kept on taking pictures?
No, man, I got bummed out. I got really bummed out.
That's got to be.
I didn't know what. No, I just didn't think so.
And I know when they go, most of those monkeys, they can get from when they were babies.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still torture.
You think that monkey? You think that monkey can like if you was like fuck it, we're leaving, and you think and you just took him to the jungle that he could? No, he's hard. He get fucked up, right?
Yeah, he wouldn't be a part of a troop.
Why? Because he wouldn't know how to fight or nothing.
Right? Socialized. He wouldn't know.
Waiting for feed time and shit. Knowing that's every man for himself, every monkey for himself.
We have no idea. We'd be fucked. They'd probably kill him. It's when I was in Costa Rica, I saw a monkey. There was monkeys everywhere, and one monkey was missing a foot. One of his hands was gone. Right. And I said to the dude, oh, they bite each other's hands off all the time.
It's right. Matter of fact,
what?
Yeah.
They bite each other. Those are feeding bars. But they want that from you. People give it to you. And so you can watch them. They'll take more and open it up. They're used to it. You're like, what do you know how to do that? Like, they know how to do that.
And that's the only thing they're accustomed to. Yeah. If they go to the regular woods and they be like, get your bitch ass Oreo cookie eating ass motherfucker out of here. They can tell, you can tell the difference between a monkey that grew up on grabbing his food than a motherfucker that's stealing Oreos. Yeah. It's in their eyes, I'm sure.
Well, monkeys can get to populations that are very big and then they get super aggressive. And then you got real problems. That happens in India. There was one monkey, a dog, I guess, had killed one monkey. And so because of that, they just decided to start killing dogs.
I remember that. It was like monkeys from everywhere, just like any dog, go in your house, because it's going to be a problem.
They were throwing dogs off roofs. They were
the monkeys were, and it looked like they knew, like, we don't get these monkeys.
No, they did. They did. 2 killer monkeys captured in India after a revenge massacre of 250 dogs. Bro, where my dogs at? That is so crazy. 250. They're fucking smart and they're fucking dangerous. And the thing is, like, they'll steal your baby. They'll steal kids. They're fucking creeps. Not yours, but if you're not paying attention, they're creeps.
So they have to give you a warning. Like, these are the baby snatching. I mean, it's like, here's the baby snatching monkeys. Here's the Oreo eating monkeys. And here are just the monkey monkeys. It's all a mental issue.
Did you ever see the footage of Thailand where they were rampaging through the streets because all the tourists were gone because it was COVID?
No.
You ever see that? It's insane.
The monkeys just took up.
They were so used to the tourists.
Right.
So they're so used to the tourists feeding them. But look at all these monkeys.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about.
How crazy is that? I mean, there's so many of them, man. They're everywhere. So if you're around them, man, you're in danger. Like, if you have the food, you're fucked. They will 100% take your food. And if you try to fight them, they'll pull your fucking face off. What is the number of monkeys who are in that? Does it say? Bro, you gotta start shooting monkeys. Somebody used to go out there with a shotgun and start taking care of business.
Other than the woods, I deal with snakes and shit like that.
Bro, ancient Tyson is overrun with monkeys. Look, as long as they stay cool. But I guess you just have to feed them to keep them cool.
There's not gonna be enough food.
I guess if they like did you really? I got a tiger said as well. That's hilarious. Like, he doesn't know that monkey knows that thing doesn't move.
It's gonna be one monkey that gonna touch him like, come on, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here.
Shit, man. Look, there's hanging. Look at the balls on that monkey too. Increasingly aggressive. Street brawls. Whoa. Rival macaque gangs. Bro, they have rival gangs of monkeys. It's crazy. It affects their health. When they eat human food. Yeah, they fucking feel better. The more energy they have, yeah. They eat human food is probably better.
I like that. And I said, God bless them.
You can give monkeys cheeseburgers. Do you like that?
But then you have monkeys. Like, no, it'll be monkeys gonna be, oh man, that's how people from different cities come in. Like, that's my first In-N-Out burger. That's what I do.
Here's the thing about those monkeys in Thailand. Was that always like that? Like, when did they get overrun by monkeys? Like, did they have those amount of monkeys 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying?
I think we started doing the pandemic when it got real crazy.
Well, I think that got real crazy where they went to gangs and they started like, because there's no more food, because the tourists weren't there.
They were like separated, which one? East side, west side, monkey.
But my thought was like, were there that many of them in cities 20 years ago, or is that a recent thing? You know, is that a thing where they're figuring it out and then their population is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger?
They're prepared for AI. They know it's coming. They're getting prepared for AI. They know that once they create the first monkeys created with artificial intelligence, that all of them they're going to be out of business. They're prepared for it the same way they start talking about the joke. And that's the only thing that separates them from us is the ability to communicate. That's it. This monkey's thinking the same shit that you're missing.
Traffickers are smuggling them out of the country.
They're leaving, Joe.
I think I accidentally said smuggled them. I meant smuggled them. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Travelers, you're going somewhere else, but it feels safer. It's easier.
Well,
Same thing with me.
a lot of them, they go to private zoos, we found out.
Everybody
Least.
can afford it.
A lot of ballers can though. That's like a thing. They have a private zoo and you have your own, like, if you're some dude and you're living in some.
So you rest with these monkeys, and then you're putting them in a private zoo to do what? What is your life goal?
Well, people stare at those monkeys at their private zoo. That's what I think. I think there's insanely wealthy people that have private zoos. I think it's a normal thing. Thousands of monkeys in Beitai City driving out tourists and businesses. So this is recently.
Yeah, so I think this is back to what it was.
Yeah.
Like they're creating that.
They're coming back.
They're coming back. Investing and take the money out.
It's
Yeah.
about to be some. It's about to be some poison. They about to poison the shit out of the monkeys.
Well,
They're gonna do some lace Oreos. They about to kill all of them.
they're gonna have to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They about to kill. They gonna give them COVID. The monkeys dead. They're probably gonna give them some poison.
And I think at a certain point, you kind of have to control the population, as sick as that sounds.
They're gonna wipe this. What is it? They're gonna take about 1,000 of them, right? Put them away, or just have them somewhere when they want to give them the breed. It sounds crazy.
I think this is poison.
They can't poison on right the second time. Can't kill them all, Joe.
You don't have to kill them.
Then what are you gonna do?
There's so many of them. Just give it a certain amount of food. And the most aggressive
How
ones
much
are the ones that get the food first. And so that way you get rid of the most douchey of all the douchey monkeys.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. My question, 4,000 pound of butter, and then they give them some poison. How long is this? They got. They start
Listen, either one can work, but I think that rounding them up, you can probably sell them. They're probably worth a lot of money. I think there's a lot more of those private zoos than I think there are.
Yeah, but I don't know anybody that has a private zoo. I don't even know anybody that knows about private zoo.
Oil dudes. There's probably some oil dudes out there that got a private zoo.
That's the oil dude.
You got 1,000 Ferraris in a private zoo.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, you got a tiger,
Dubai.
a bunch of monkeys.
And you got your own zoo.
We've got these right in Thailand.
It's not enough of those old dudes to keep the species alive. So back to my situation. Lock up 3,000. Lock up 3,000 of the monkeys. I'll get poison. That's not keep control. It's the new Bob population. Every monkey spayed.
Well,
Change.
I think you just got to control the population. And unfortunately, the only way to control the population is either keeping them birth control, which is the problem. Right?
So what's that?
Anyway,
Just
how's that going to work? Or you kill them. So, or you sell them to rich dudes with their own.
They've been there since the 13th century.
Oh, wow.
that's a bad idea.
Wow. How many did they have back then?
I've really heard stories like how people go into the city. Like remember last year they said 1806 when you stuck there.
Oh my God. Bro, imagine you get stuck by the monkey. You got a candy bar. They just bump you up.
Yes, so I'll
You try to eat a candy bar in front of those monkeys, get bumped.
I think I'm both about 30. Just shit. 13.
They're always there. But then again, like, how old is that city? I think whenever they find groups of people, they probably realize that they're cute and people give them food if they have any extra.
All the tourists, then the tourists not gonna come in, they come back to their normal wildness.
Yeah.
Tourists are the thing that probably kept them cool.
I wonder if wolves will ever get to the point again where they become dogs again. Like, the reason why wolves became dogs is because people were having campfires, the wolves would come around, they'd feed them, and those are the ones that stay close, their ears got floppier. They became dogs. Like 1,000 years. I wonder if we'll fuck things up so hardcore that wolves will be so everywhere again, the real wolves will be everywhere again, and we'll start doing dogs again from scratch.
Which species would be first? I know a Chihuahua, my pump is
Huskies, German Shepherds.
not a Frenchie.
They probably look like that. They probably look like just many. Because you got to think a dog or even a wolf. How long can they live? How long does a wolf live in the wild? Is it like a dog? Or like an old one is like 15, 16 years old? I want some wolf.
Life expectancy of a wolf.
Captivity is up to 20, and so the wild is no longer than 10 years.
Wow, up to 20 in captivity. So it's basically like a dog, right? Up to 20. Like dogs live 20 years. So let's imagine how many generations you can get just in the course of one person's life. You know, you breed when the wolf pup is a year and a half or 2 years old. You breed them. They breed again. You select. You keep selecting for the ones that are the most docile, the most obedient, floppy ears, shorter snout, and you just keep doing that over and over again. Within a couple of 100 years, you have a totally different animal. You're dealing with so many generations.
So what you
And they
said,
did it for
in
thousands
over
of
100
years.
years, so we're gonna have robotic motherfuckers raising these wolf dogs.
Or,
That's your prediction.
no. One of many things can happen. One thing can happen is natural disaster, like a big one, like Yellowstone blowing up. Like Yellowstone is a super volcano. If it blows up, it's like a continent killer. It's gonna fuck up the whole continent.
Does it have the possibility of
100%. 100%. It goes every 600,000 to 800,000 years. And I think the last time it went was 600,000 years ago.
oh shit? I was preparing for this total eclipse. Now the fuck, I told this is not. That's April.
Go to April 8th. That's gonna be fun. That'll be interesting.
Are you gonna watch it? It'll be Ohio.
It's going right here. It's traveling
But
right
they say
up
Ohio is the best place to see it. Is that true?
here.
No. I think Bert Kreischer told me this. He's
Well,
gonna
that, but Bert Kreischer is not necessarily Wikipedia.
Right. Why you hate, man? God damn, what's wrong with you today? Fuck Whitney and her baby. Fuck David Tell. Fucking Bert Kreischer know shit about anything galactic. What the fuck is going on? It's a new day, Joe.
So this is the path. The Yellowstone's right in the center.
So you
Just
question?
as good as here, though. Look, we're in Austin. It goes right through us. Yeah, but
I like the idea of them being right. I was right.
you were definitely right. But I mean, it literally passes right through us. So where are we, Jamie? Go to where we are.
And this happens every, 7 years? I feel like I've been to.
So
We'll see. We'll get a very, 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 very good view of it, but we need to be about 50 miles.
What time, Jay?
I don't know. I think it's like 1 o'clock.
AM, of course.
No, AM.
Bro, there's got to be some places you can go with enough to make a big deal out of it.
You know, you can look through the, if you have a Tesla with the right roof, you can look through that.
Oh, yeah.
It's got all the protection on it.
Oh, that's up.
That's what I read.
Well, Roka's making glasses. They're making glasses.
Just specific for this?
Yeah, just specific.
So you can't look at it for not any period of
It's not
time?
good to look at it at all. I remember when I was a kid in Ohio. I would have been like 95 or something. It was a weird day. But it gets really strangely dark outside. So you really don't want to look at it. It's not a travel.
Right.
It will fucking press. You're staring at the laser. It could get bad if you look at it too bad.
I think I'm going to look at it that long. Not long enough for it to go bad.
I mean, it is interesting, but in the greater scheme of the universe, isn't that interesting? All it is alignment of stars.
But it's something that makes it interesting that it doesn't happen with every 10 years.
That's true. Jamie, I'm going to send you something because this is interesting. Oh, yeah, you look right at it, right?
This thing, that is just fucking hilarious. Oh my God, it's just cool.
Yeah, he's so ridiculous. Hold on.
Joe, you asked me time and time again about my special. You didn't watch it.
Nope. I don't watch anything. I'm too busy right now. And plus, I don't even know if I got a link. Someone send me a link. You have to send me a link for me to watch it.
It's streaming.
Oh, when did it start?
February 26th. Thank you. I didn't know. It's streaming. It's actually streaming.
Something?
Oh, you need an advance.
No, you need in advance.
You need it before everybody needs to see it.
I didn't know that.
That's the only way you would watch it if you had a private link with codes and everything, Joe.
That's how I was watching it.
So just like putting the name of it in Netflix, you don't do that, right, Joe?
Well, I don't do that.
So you're preparing for artificial intelligence of a special release?
Yeah, that's better way to do it.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it came out February 27th, man. It did well. People like it. The streets like it.
The streets.
Yeah. The creeks. The creeks. The creeks and the streets like it.
I'm gonna send you this, Jamie, because this is just a very strange thing that happened at the club the other day. It almost doesn't make sense. So we were in the green room, and Casey Rocket was on stage in the small room, and Tony Hinchcliffe was on stage in the big room.
Fuck Tony.
Now, the room, the shows had been going on for hours. In the small room, it was the open mic. So there might have been 20 people on the floor. And in the big room, it started at a different time. So 3 comedians had gone up. But somehow or another, the time synced perfectly within a second. So as the timer was going off, we were Bob Biggerstaff. He's the first person to notice it. He pointed it out to us, like, come out.
The computer rebelled.
Really? Anyway.
So you had to eclipse some of your rooms?
Yeah, it's like an eclipse. This is like an eclipse. Like, the odds of this happening are so small. One show started at 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. The other show started earlier than that and had like an open mic night. So they had like 10 people that had been up before. And Casey Rocket is on stage. He's at 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And Tony's on stage in the other room. 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And we were like, this is crazy. Like, what are the odds of this happening?
Well, now when it happened, like, who would even notice that it happened?
Bob did. He didn't notice it. He didn't notice it. Might have been lost.
Yeah, Tony fucking did. That's his fans. These motherfuckers, boy. And this is what going back to like not reading comments. I think the last time I did kill Tony was like 3 or 4 years ago. Hope you have a good comment, Dave.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I love you. Then next thing, we'll ask him if he's going to walk out or kill Tony's podcast again. What do you do? I want to go back.
Well, then go back.
I'm afraid.
All right, but be ready.
I wasn't ready. First of all, I was ready. That's what you believe, Justin. You didn't know what the real stuff is. That's what you believe.
I don't know what's happening. I completely forgot about it.
I'll tell you what happened. Tell me here first.
Okay.
I did talk the show doing that. Right. But he couldn't get guests. Right. I risked my fucking life for sure. For him.
Right.
And these punk ass motherfuckers. Yeah. Good show. I come. I've been there 2.5 hours. They just drink Tito's.
They're forcing you to drink.
So you smell what I'm talking about. It's the one that the private drink. Looks like a speakeasy.